Listen up, I gotta tell you, there is something you should know. I have never really liked you at all. I cannot hide it anymore.
This is a true crime discussions channel. We speculate. This is all just speculation. Because it's true crime, it's for mature audiences only. There will be no children allowed, no exceptions. Everything on this channel falls under fair use. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's free.
Hey y'all, it's so good to see you on this Monday. I want to shout y'all out. Hello, Michelle, Clark, Southern Cats, Amanda, my lovely bad girl, my lovely Heo, Michelle, Carolina, Clark. Good morning, Carolina, my lovely Abelis, Nene Nut, good to see you, Rhonda, Heather, good to see you, Tony, good to see you, Cara, good to see you, Alex, good to see you. Good to see you, Cracker Jacks. Miss King of Anything. Princess Pillow. I like that name. And then that's where I came into the lab at. Princess Pillow. Welcome. I've never seen you here before. Central Florida is where you're at. That's interesting. On my computer, I see Dainty Dane, Miss Sarah, Gothic Breenax. Welcome. Edith. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you all. Gothic said, please click that thumbs up on your way in. Please do. I really would appreciate that. Hey, Honey Duke. Granny to 13. Good to see you. She said she's number 13. 23, I'm sorry. I said 13 because I just read in her name. Okay. So, Hunter's Moon. Hey. I was going through these pictures yesterday. I'm trying to get a bunch downloaded so I can put out the interview of Jennifer, the one that has new stuff in it. And I'm going to pull them up. I downloaded them all. These are photos number 1. I don't think it has the pictures that she drew in them. If they do, I'm going to try to skip past it real quick. But I noticed something and I started thinking about something and I was asking a couple of questions about a couple of these pictures. So we're going to talk about them. I do want to give you a trigger warning. Some of the questions I have and some of the things we're going to see might be a little triggering. So let me put that up. Hey, Megan and Hobby Farmer. Good to see you. I do have some more interviews for us to talk about too. Now, there is a lot of... So, okay. When I saw the underwear, you can see some that are obviously Maddie's. And then you see what appears to be Jennifer's lingerie items. I'm sure you've seen them. They might be in this stack of photos. I'm not sure. I haven't been through every single one of them. But I kept on, it really bothered me that they had her lingerie, her like lacy pretty bras, right? And I was like, and these underwear, like with the snowflakes on the butt, maybe they could be for a young child. I don't know. I wouldn't let my children wear that. But then I was like, okay, so after reading the discovery and all the documents and things, they state that they found the videos and photos on Stefan's phone. And at that time, simultaneously, they were doing a search warrant on the house. And so they looked for specific items that Madeline was wearing while she was being abused. So I'm thinking, now this is just me speculating, I'm wondering if Stefan had Madeline wearing Jen's lingerie and if she was wearing that when he abused her. I also saw the birthday shirt, and I've told you about a couple of times. This is the, I don't know if you guys have seen like the towels that you twist your hair up in and dry it. Yeah, my kids wouldn't be wearing that at 13 either. And she just turned 13. So the birthday shirt, that's one of the things they collected. Like there's a couple of pictures of shirts. I think maybe 4 or 5 shirts. Obviously not all the shirts that Madeline owned, right? So that made me think they're collecting specific items that Madeline was wearing when she was abused. Hey, Jenna's Gypsy. I think so. I think that's what this is. I think that it's all the things that Madeline was wearing when she was being abused. And Okay, I'm sorry about the birthday shirt. The birthday shirt was top on the laundry pile, okay? And it's one of like maybe 6 or 7 shirts. And then I've told you about how they say he's wearing the Deadpool shirt in some of them. And we know that he was wearing the Deadpool shirt earlier that day. So she would have been wearing her birthday shirt sometime around her birthday. And I'm thinking that again confirms to me that he abused her the same night that he went there. Sorry if I'm triggering y'all. I do apologize. Gothic said, now you're picking up on why this was called an unsolicited email when it was sent out. I think so. And these rags, like, it's weird to me that the child has these rags in one of her top smaller drawers of her dresser. Why do you have all these rags there? Like, let us hope that it's to clean her face in the morning. Let's hope that her mama put rags there and they're the rags she uses to clean her face in the morning. Let us hope. There's stuff that the DA once noticed in this FOIA release. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's it. There's another thing that I noticed too. And we'll scroll through it. I mean, I ain't got nothing but time. I could skip ahead to the ones that I want to specifically look at, but we can look at these together. Looked like there was something on that. There's some kind of stain right here. I cleaned my computer screen so I can tell better. I hope not, Michelle. Hey, Perf. Hey, Smoky Mountain Mermaid. Perf said my daughter had them. She was into makeup. And we know Maddie was into makeup, so let's hope that's what that's about. Hio, why you gotta go? Message me. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't upset you. Oh, I'm sorry, Hio. Well, message me. Releasing the notebook drawings is, but just the one image tells me the same. Yeah, them notebook drawings are horrendous, but they had released those in the first document drop. Michelle AS made the special emoji for Maddie. Oh, yeah, I did make a special emoji. But y'all are the ones that requested I do that. I think it was Abellis requested that we make a special emoji for Maddie. And I thought that was a wonderful idea. So I'm just going through these. There's so many pictures of the rags. The washer, yeah, the rags. Yeah, I'm hoping that that's what it was. I know, I mean, again, they said that he used specific items. I mean, they were collecting specific items related to the abuse, but. Oh, Orange Rose, hey, good to see you. Orange Rose said, step 1, thumbs up. Step 2, say hi to chat. Thank you. Yeah, so they did test them. Who said that? Megan said, and I'm sure they tested those for DNA. They did because you see how it's like on brown, it's got a brown background. That's like brown paper they sit it on that they can write on, and they test all of it for DNA. Miss King of Anything said, I'm glad you brought up what clothing they photographed. I did not think of that. Thank you. I didn't think of it until last night when I was going through. And I think it was because I was like, okay, the only thing of Jen's they photographed was the lacy bras and things. Maybe some of her underwear, but I don't think so. It looked like mainly Maddie stuff, and I could not for the life of me figure out why that was there. And then I remembered when I was reading Discovery, they said that they were able to find all of the specific items that were used when he abused her. So I was like, that's got to be why that's there. I mean, that's got to be why it's there. I think, it's just a speculation. Hey, Boomer. They took pictures of bras and underwear. Okay. They didn't take pictures of none of her clothes, though. Like if they were, and I mean, I can't imagine that they're going to go through all of the clothes in the house. I apologize. Hold on. Let me skip past. I really don't want to like show all this child's underwear again. I just lost all of it. I'm going to skip down to the other pictures that we need. Hold on just a minute. Oh, that's not the right one. Okay, then. I'm skipping all of this baby's underwear. Then they got more pictures of the rags. Oh, that's all that's in that one. I'm in the wrong one. I need photos too. No, not that. Sorry, y'all. I was in the wrong one. Okay, we'll just start at the beginning of this one. Hey, Ever Love Me. Okay, now let me pull this up so you guys can see it. Okay. There was ladies size 15 jeans, and we know that she don't wear that. They took the blanket and I think they took the comforter and sheets from the room number 3, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me. But I'm wondering why they took the roommate's bedding. Unless he abused her there. Ever Love Me said, hey guys, I do agree. The pictures help prove it was for sure her in the videos, just an extra proof so they could not say anything else. Right. I think the print showing Jen's versus Maddie's was when the defense tries to argue for a video or image with no face that it's Jen and they have proof it's Maddie's clothing. That's a good theory. Maybe. I hope so. Okay. Readers, don't do this. Hold on. Why are you being a butt? I don't know whose phone this is. It might be the sheriff's, just showing that the search warrant. We did read them. I can read them if you want me to, but it's just the search warrant that's in the discovery. Jen said they could have taken the blanket for room number 3 because he had taken pictures of the roommate as well. That's a good thought. Yep, Hobby Farmer seems to be going along the same lines. I think so. I think, okay, I think the jeans are in the roommate's room, and we'll talk about why in just a minute. I could be wrong. I kind of just downloaded and was looking through them while I was downloading them. Because, okay, I'm going back to my room now. Because in the interview with Jen that I need to get put out, it's like 2 hours. So I was trying to get all the pictures I could get downloaded because I'm going to use that as a backdrop in the audio of Jen being questioned or where she gets hit with the CSAM. Princess Pilla says, was it the roommate he taken photos of? Maybe they wanted to see if he did anything else in her room. Possibility. That's a good thought. Hey, Joyous. It could have been a junior size. You know, you're right. 15 is a junior size. It goes up to 15. And then women's, I know there's 12. I think 13 is a junior size. So maybe they were hers. There were a few roommates in There were a few jeans in roommate's number 2's room, yeah. Crackerjack said, I can't believe he still thinks he's going to get away with this. I expect Jen Soto is getting worried, as that's his only way out to blame her. I think he's going to try to, but I wonder if anybody will believe him other than us. Carolina said, I'm going to speculate. The roommate bedding is one of Stephen Stern's images he took of the roommate. Yeah, that's what y'all are all saying. So that makes me feel better, because I was like, why would they take that? And that, for some reason, it had not even clicked in my mind. That's why I like when I come live and we talk about these things together. That's more than likely all it is. Thank God. You never know, with these people that, like peeping and things like that. You know what I mean? So her dresser is black, and the lingerie definitely comes out of a white dresser. I'm just looking, trying to look with y'all at the stuff in the room, like the notebooks and things, because like Gothic said, there's something here that they want out. And I've thought of a few things. And I'm wondering if, one of the things I've thought about is the reason, one of several or whatever. But I try to like go in and see. Looks like just the jewelry on her desk, and then the little Legos flower. Hey, Natasha. There is a size 15 for a child bag, girl, so they might be hers. Typically, odd number size jeans, aside from 0, are a junior, and even are women's sizes around there anyway. Okay, so it's probably her jeans. Gothic said Tyler and Tatiana came down to Florida for a week every so often and didn't know Maddie had a makeshift room, so they pretended room number 3 was Maddie's, and roommate left and stayed in Maddie's room. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Yeah, Boomer, I had an issue with that. Like, there's nothing on the walls. Like, when I was a teenager, my walls were covered in posters. I actually had a poster of Marilyn Manson I've been talking about lately. Well, I have Marilyn Manson too, but oh yeah, Marilyn Manson and then no, I was thinking about Charles Manson. Charles Manson, and I had Marilyn Manson on my wall too. Gothic said, so for the week, Tyler, the Wallaces were down. Maddie slept in room number 3, so that way they could have took the bedding, because Tyler thought room number 3 was Maddie's. Okay. Thank you for that. Hey, DNA. Oh, well, thank you for becoming part of the Speculating family. We love to have you here. That was so very sweet of you. Thank you. Heather said, our sizes go up in 2s from size 6, Mingos and Roman numerals. Oh, really? How interesting. Bad Girl said, hit the like. Thank you so much for that. See, I love when we get together and talk about these things, because it makes a lot more sense that they took it for either that because he was taking pictures under the door, or because they pretended that it was her room. I don't see anything on her bed other than the binder, notebooks, a crayon box, and clothes and stuffed animals. Hey, Amanda. Oh, really? Well, I'm glad that you were able to make it. I don't see anything out of the ordinary there. And she's got a makeup bag, so that makes sense for the white rags. Well, Gothic said it. I'm not gonna, I can't stand behind it, because I personally did not verify it. It makes sense to me. But I don't know for sure, because I have no way of verifying that. But that's what Gothic said. I know that she's from Guilty of Crime, and they've talked, I don't know if they've talked to them or not, but like I know they had contact with room number 3. She did an interview with one of the roommates, so I was assuming maybe that's where it came from. I personally have not verified it, so I'm not going to stand behind it, but that's what's being said right now. Tony said her bedroom wasn't set up as a typical girl's bedroom. Yeah, I don't like the holes in the partitions. I don't think Maddie was a typical girl. I mean, I think other than that, you know, it would be normal for her, I guess, other than the fact that it's a partition little section. But they said her mama said that she never was in there unless she was hanging out on her computer. So she probably didn't like it. I don't know what that 3-pack of something is right here. Looks like a 3-pack boxes. And then she got a bunch of jewelry. She's got a cup, some Pringles, some Q-tips. This looks like a box full of suckers, maybe. A picture frame for Breeze and a stuffed animal. The dad was, I know that, so actually we can, hey, it's me. Our lovely Hio got part of the interview with the dad, so we can look at that in just a minute. Well, actually, I will send that to myself and we can look at that interview where he himself kind of describes more of that. I'm going to grab that interview real quick. And when we get done talking about these photos, we'll look at that and then we'll listen to an audio. Hold on. I'm going to grab that interview and send it so we can watch it. Yeah. No. Okay, it's saving on my phone now. So there's blankets. Oh, really? That's cool. Old Australia there. So there's a pair of binoculars here. Like, I'm not going to say that Maddie was not like a bird watcher or something, but it's like right by the window. Why is there binoculars right here, right by the window? And this window would look out into the parking lot because their cars are right out here. And then when I first saw this picture on Gavin's, I wanted to read this, and it says, organizing room, throw out garbage, put dirty laundry in hamper, put clean laundry away, make bed, put toys in box. Nighttime chores. Make sure bedroom is organized, charge laptop, pick up laundry from bathroom, hang towels to dry. Okay, Pookie. It says, okay, Pookie. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what's misinformation and what's not. I just ask that we be nice to each other in chat. I don't represent me as knowing anything as fact. I should have probably stated it's being said. I don't know for a fact. I don't know anything for a fact, actually, because I wasn't there. I didn't see. I don't know. But anyways, Natasha said, I hear ya. I was already messed up with time. Aw, I'm so sorry. I think Hio slowed it down already. I'm not sure. Maybe they can tell you. Southern Cat said, I would sleep there before I let my children. They would have the bedroom without men entering. No doubt. No doubt. When we stayed in a 1-bedroom apartment, my daughter had the room and we slept in the living room. So I agree. This is the same thing. She's got like a crayon box with pencils. There's toys. It looks like maybe dog toys or her toys. And then the little fidget things, notebooks, and the binoculars, which is weird to me. Yeah, I'm wondering, Hobby Farmer. Okay. I don't see anything out of the ordinary right now. Okay. Crackerjack said it's all about boundaries and space, and Maddie had neither. Bad Girl and Jenny have now said, please state opinions as such and not facts. Thank you. Yes, please do. I apologize for not stating it as an opinion earlier. None of us know anything. Even if somebody told us, like, we don't know because we weren't there and we didn't see. We won't know until trial. What does this note say? Let's see. Better THAHYTEO sucks. 100% better thoughts suck? I don't know. I can't quite read it. Oh, thank you for saying the backdrop is pretty. Oh, wait a minute. There was something on the floor. What does that one say? Let's see. No, I want to move it. It's the same thing. 100% better. Something sucks. No one, maybe? Water bottles on the bench. Stepping Stone forgot the water bottle. That's interesting, Heather. No, it wasn't a direct message towards anybody. It was a reminder. I just don't want y'all to fight because we're family here and we respect each other's opinions. Alex said, with all the little notes and messages, it's like Maddie was trying to get things organized. Yeah, I think so. Excuse me. Yeah, Jenna's Gypsies. I am definitely interested in these photos. Like, I'm trying to find everything. Miss King of Anything said, I've always thought it strange for a 12-year-old girl to sleep with mom. If Maddie did not want to sleep alone, why did Jen not have a full-size bed instead of the king? Then Maddie's bed would fit in the room. Jenny Jen mentioned that as well. I think that would have been way better of an idea. I think this is just pencils and a notebook, but let's see. Yeah, pencils and printer paper. Okay. And then there's the blinds and things. Hold on a minute. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. Let's see what's on the floor. I think it's that black spaghetti strap shirt. So there's shorts, a gray, what is that? Looks like a gray tank top or bra. A blanket or hoodie, it looks like, and maybe that black shirt, spaghetti strap shirt. Because see, like, okay, what I was talking about earlier. You see the, like, stitch and looking like he's in a, like, maybe a Christmas hat and scarf right here. There's some pink pants, gray sweatpants. None of that. Nobody took pictures of that. Like, it's here on the bed, but it's not laid out for DNA testing. So that's got to mean that the DNA, the stuff that's laid out on the brown notebook paper stuff that they test DNA on has got to have DNA on it. Maybe they're testing Jen's stuff to prove that it's Maddie's DNA. One of the roommates said that Jen didn't want to sleep alone. That's interesting. Yeah, it amazes me too. I had stuff all over my walls. Even here, I do. Hey, Katie. Good to see you. Hey, Vicky. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm just being nosy at this point. But there is something specifically I want to talk about, and we'll talk about it when we get there. So she's got some open nail polish, some stuffies, a little llama with a little plant. I'm going to assume that's her makeup bag and some lotion. All that seems pretty normal for a teenage girl. Jenna's Gypsy said, just the fact that Jen was so free with Maddie would step in stern, she is messed up in the head. Yeah. Megan said, I feel like Jen has told a lot of lies. We won't really know till trial. I feel like that too. Hey, Katie, said Bad Girl. Crackerjack says, was there fisticuffs in the chat? I've been up in the rocket again doing somersaults and all. You're so silly. Jenna said, the trial's going to be off the chain. I feel we are in for some shocking surprises. Me too. Me too. I think I'm going to make it like, oh, it won't make it any bigger. Let me try it like this. No, it won't make it any bigger. But I'll keep it like that so you can possibly see it better. So the hamper's full of clothes right now. And then here is where that towel thing is that we saw laid out. I bet you she used that the night that because he said she took a shower and was doing her nighttime routine, and so they probably have that because she was doing her nighttime routine. I think Stephen's gonna fold on Jen too, Brittany. Sometimes I hate Discord too. It gets on my nerves sometimes because I can't find stuff either. Hio has showed me like 17 times and I still have trouble. Okay, so that's just showing into the kitchen. We're going to get close-ups of the counter, so. That's the search warrants on the table. Okay, I'm just being nosy at this point, but I want to know what this is. QIAO feel? Maybe some type of clothing. Oh, these walls. I wonder if they take a picture of the walls because something's on the walls. I feel like there's a bottom to some of these pictures that I'm missing, but it doesn't appear so. I don't want it to be like cut off on the bottom. You said, oh my, that nasty kitchen. I like those chairs though. They look like the 70s chairs that like used to be orange. Okay, there's a mortar and pestle, but it's got white stuff in it. What are we crushing that's white? Flour? Like I would think, I mean, when I have a mortar and pestle, but I put like garlic and chili peppers and things in it, not anything white. There's the water bottle and some limes that appear to be going bad. Some apples. Card for the sheriff's office, a charger, the pineapple, the sink, the paper towels, hand soap, what I'm guessing is dish soap, rice. Okay. Excuse me. Why would we put rice in a mortar and pestle? What does that do? Create rice flour? That's interesting. I've always wondered where rice flour came from. I bet that's what it is. Interesting. Okay, so there's some more water bottles, the dish drainer, a blender, a cup, a bowl, Ziploc bag, some kind of napkins, and that pineapple and them limes that are bagged again. Rice cleans it. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Megan said, let's be for real. She handed Maddie to a predator. Like, here she is, Stephen, all yours. Close the door. Make sure she sleeps now. Lord, I hope not, but it is a possible speculation. Cara said, I use it to toast for an Asian recipe called lob. Interesting. I believe the T is silent in the word pestle. Pestle? I probably am saying it wrong. Michelle, that's why I was like, why is there white stuff in it? Could be a rice paste for their recipes, Puerto Rican food perhaps. Yeah, maybe. So that's still the kitchen again. What's on the refrigerator? There's a box and some coolers. Oh, we got a Colorado magnet, Disney, Savannah. The damn thing says, I smell fear on you. Wow. So we got an automatic wine bottle opener. That looks like one of those icy makers or something. A bunch of cooler bags, heavy duty clear cutlery assortment. So disposable silverware, and there's another box of disposable silverware. She's crushing up fresh herbs for her pub sub. Boomer said, I don't think the home was filthy, rather disorganized and cluttered, not common for some ADHD individuals. Yeah, I think it's cluttered. Cara said the recipe is where you toast raw rice in the pan, then you use a mortar and pestle to crush it. That's really interesting. Oh, it was in the corner, Carolina, the feeder that talks. That's a good question, though. She said, where's that pesky feeder? The one Jen Soto felt necessary to stop midway in her Fox 35 News interview. It was over by the table. It was kind of behind the kitchen table where the chairs were. It was right over there, right by Maddie's room. It's actually like right behind the person taking the camera right now. So if she pictures over there again, I'll show you. As you can make a rice flour in a pinch. That's interesting. She was so proud of that moment, wasn't she? There's a scratch pad and a bag of trash. It's like right behind the person taking a picture right now. Can't see it in that one either. See, she was sitting, I think, at her computer desk. And then the pesky feeder is like right over here on the other side of this wall. Clutter is bad feng shui. Michelle said, I had nothing but disgust for her in that interview. She acted very weird. I agree. Hey, indie girl. All right, we're going into Jen's room now. There's the infamous Miralax. Let's see what else is on this shelf. Maybe. So there's some cookies. I could be wrong. I thought that was the Miralax, but that might be something else. Cotton balls. What I think is alcohol pads or like the big bandages. One of the hanging monkeys and stuffed animals. Hey, Foxy. Good to see you. There's the bed with the cookies, the stuffy. There's a lockbox right here. Y'all see that lockbox? Right there. They got the Crocs on the bed. The 2 pair, and then it looks like there's a blue one right here. I never noticed that. Jenny said, love you, Speculating family. She's been a member for 5 months. Oh my God, I didn't even know I'd been monetized that long. That was so sweet. We love you too, Jenny Jen. You're so awesome. My A1 since day one. Purse said that's a Miralax substitute. I thought so. Michelle said apartment looked like Target exploded in there. She was a shopaholic. The place filled with needless junk and products of all kinds and clothes everywhere. Where was all that money coming from, Jenny? Good question. Hey, Angie. I used to, shopping makes me feel better if I'm depressed, but I had to stop. I had to say, I've trained myself to be better now because I don't have the money to go and do things like that. So I have to say, like, do I really need it? Like, could I not, like, substitute maybe 2 things to make this one thing? For instance, like, let's say a food processor. Could I not, like, maybe use the dehydrator and coffee grinder that I already have to maybe dehydrate it and then grind it in the coffee grinder instead of spending money on a food processor? And I have a small blender. Do I really need a big blender? And things like that, you know. Had to train myself. So I'm better now than I used to be, but shopping does make me happy when I'm sad. Jenna says she was no Pinterest follower except for folding fake walls. That was a Pinterest fail. I love Pinterest. Oh my goodness. I hope not, Foxy. All right, what's in the closet? I think we zoomed in, but I haven't. There's that pillowcase, the down comforter, blankets, towels, a JanSport book bag that's tie-dyed, couple of book bags, an exercise ball, some kind of big red box, lots of clothing, cordless vacuum, Lego sets from Disney, AnnieKlein.com, I'm assuming that's shoes, documents, and another shoebox with what appears to be papers or something in it. Okay. Allie said, shopping can be a bipolar problem too. Years ago, I went through a phase. It might be because I am bipolar. Kalisa said, yeah, me too. Me too. It's hard. I'm a stress shopper, but then I end up with way too much stuff. Me too. And almost every time I go to the store, like, I'll put stuff in my car, and before I check out, I have to go back and put like half of it back because I'm like, I really don't need that. I really don't need that. And I've gotten better. I'm actually able to save money a little bit now. Megan said, Jen, knowing Stefan's disgusting, no offense, backdoor fetish, and allowed him to have slumber parties with her teenage daughter, who isn't his. It infuriates me. Yeah. Makes me upset too. Hey, Diamond Girl. Good to see you. Hey, Julie. Good to see you. She decorated the room like that in number 4 for a reason. Otherwise, you'd allow light in, pick on the wall, even if it's flowers. Interesting theory. Interesting speculation. Okay, so here we have like clothes piled up behind the door. We looked in the closet. Behind the door, we have some towels, some pillowcases. There's the dinosaur towel we saw. And that's in Jen's room. So when was that used? Water bottles. Because they tested that dinosaur towel that's right there. And it's like under all of this stuff. They tested that pillowcase and this pillowcase too. I think that blue towel was tested. Maybe they just took all this stuff to see if, like, he used it to clean up the crime scene. Yes, Ever Love Me. I don't have any credit cards. Oh, I do not allow myself to have credit cards. And I'm sorry you're bipolar, love. Angie said, not me. I hate shopping. I need to be like you. My husband hates shopping. All right, let's see what's all this. So we got a prebiotic fiber. It's that biotin stuff. Some kind of spray, first aid spray. Some more, it looks like Advil gel caps or ibuprofen right here. Have no idea what that is with the yellow lid. We got some contact solutions. Yep. That's going to be either acetone or rubbing alcohol, Jergens lotion. What are all these things? What is this? Does anybody know? Is it them Fitbit watches? Like, does she have that many daggum Fitbit watches? There's some Q-tips. They're Equate sleep time pills. Are they really? So why does she got sleeping meds? I have to watch myself with Amazon too, girl. I be done spending too much. Pamela said, do you know if the dog that hit on Jen Soto's car was a tracker or a cadaver? I think it was a cadaver dog, considering that we know that they were deceased by then. That she was deceased by then, unfortunately. Disney fast bands. So they're magic bands for Disney parks. Hey, Callie, what do they do? So they're for employees? So, oh, okay. So I guess you can go through to the front of the line. Okay. Yeah, they both worked for Disney. So, okay. Your parents have them? Oh, wow, Cara. Love to Hunt said Jen Soto was told after her interview and before the derogative interview that she would be allowed to go back home, and she cried and said, I don't think I can go. Really? I don't remember hearing that. You'd have to let me know where you heard that. Yeah, you can pass the lines. Okay, I got it. Thank you guys for telling me, because I had no idea. Yeah, you got to be rich or have the hookup for them bands, but I think they work there, so that's not going to be unusual. So there's that Miralax stuff. There's Q-tips right here, cotton balls, some more lotion. I don't know what's in this bag. Probably like first aid stuff. And then we got the, oh my goodness, they're called carabiner or something. Oh, that's the I think it's the little jar from Hercules, it looks like a little Roman jar or something. And we got a flashlight over here. Lord, they had a lot of them fast pass bands. All right, let's see what's down here. She's saving and reusing tissue and gift bags. Hey, I reuse them. We got some headbands, some chips. I don't know what these rolly things are that are on this gray, like it looks like these gray cylinder things. Have no idea what that is. But those are all little hats and headbands. You saw some personal lube, did you really? I just see the lotions. That's that's hand sanitizer, because that's coming out of the thing. So I guess that's hand sanitizer. There's spray here. Snacks. Y'all are saying snacks. Oh, those are headband holders. Okay, I've never seen anything like that. That's interesting. Well, the headbands, oh, I guess that one is on the holder. Interesting. I had no idea. So there's a caulk gun. There's some Rain-X, the stuff you put in your car to clean the windshields. A bunch of bags. That looks like a bathing suit. Right there, that orange. I do believe it is. Got some red Solo cups. HD light. So that's a light. There's 2 boxes right here. I don't know what they are. And some grocery bags. Some wrapping paper. There's a charger on the floor again. Why are there so many chargers on the floor? Dirty sock. Dog bowls. Dresser. Wrapping paper. Water bottles. Looks like that's a game console thing. Pub sub wrappers. Is that what it is? Jen's Taquini. A Toblerone candy bar. Did you see that? I didn't see that. Love to Hunt said after he talks about him being a dick and that he'll give her phone back to her, but he needed to know where she'd be living. That might be the one we're going to listen to today. We're going to listen to 2 from her. Evidence collectors. Red Solo cups, said Beach Bum. Good to see you, Beach Bum. Christmas tree in March. Yeah. That was interesting. No decorations, pictures on the walls, bedding. Just seemed like they treated the house like a hotel room, like no one was planning on staying for long. Strange. I agree. Megan said, I don't believe a thing she says. Lock her up. That drunk drawer but a shelf. That's her drunk drawer, but it's a shelf. The candy bar is on a different picture in the room with a straight angle. Okay. Okay. So we got her TV, some air clay. Looks like another. Oh, that's the box of the flowers that are in Maddie's room. The Lego flowers. That's a cardboard tray that you like when you buy in bulk. I think Jay had those on her page and said they were routers. I don't think they're routers because you can see the side. And I think it's like when you buy, like, you know how if you go to Aldi's and you buy like the thing, I have a large family, so like I'll buy like the whole cardboard thing of like green beans. It's like, I don't know, 18 or 24 cans or something. I think that's what that is. The cardboard slides that they sit on, but I could be wrong. And then we have the Christmas tree. Got sock'em bock'em robots. Probably said that wrong. That's what I call them. A cupcake stuffy, slippers, Converse, some kind of black shoe. Okay, I think we got about everything out of this picture. I don't know what's on the dresser. I'm sure we'll see better in another picture. Oh. One of my specialists keeps their tree up all year round and they just decorate it for the different holidays. Oh, that's cool. That's actually a cute idea. I like that idea. Yeah, it gives... I need my meds and sleep. No doubt. Okay. So, let's see what's here. What we can see. Probably the same things. Okay, so we see the Crocs on the bed. There's one blue Croc. There's shoes. The curtains are scrunched up behind the shoe holder thing and appear to be closed. Got one of those balls that you pull it and it gets real big that the kids play with over there. I don't know what these boxes are, but we'll see when they go over there. Why is it redacted right here? What is right here? Okay, nothing over there. We got a dog bed and a stuffy on the floor. What is that? It almost looks like one of those LED light strips. Okay, we just looked at all that. I don't see anything over there. Look at that. I'm assuming that's a clock, but goodness at all that dust. You got to wipe that stuff off, ma'am. Okay, I don't see anything in there we didn't already see. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to blow y'all's eardrums. Got some cookies and a roll of toilet paper sitting on top of an iPad or a laptop. And then here's the computer chair with the pillow where I think she was sitting when she did the Fox 35 interview. Flora W said, whoever gifted me a membership, thank you. I still can't figure out Discord. I use YouTube. Kids got me an Android for Dummies book. Wish me luck. I gotta send your email to Hio. I'm sorry. I forgot to do that yesterday. I've had so much going on. Hey, Content Angel. Kitchen tiles in the bedroom. Right. Corey said there's no rugs on there's no rugs on the hard ceramic floors. No, there's not, which is weird to me. I think the redaction bar could be Jennifer's ID card on the bed. Maybe. Flora, I'll make sure to email Hio and see if she can help you. Megan said, I'm sorry, but why do I feel like Jen is to blame for this happening to an innocent child? He wouldn't have had access to Maddie without her mom allowing this. I mean, I agree with that. I do have to say, though, that from what the police told Stefan's dad in, hey, Lori, in July, they said they had been through Jen's phone thousands of hours, line by line, and compared it with Stefan. And they did say that Stefan worked independently. So I don't know. Why are we going? Okay, let's not skip ahead, computer. So I don't know. I mean, she really might not be involved, but I mean, you shouldn't be having a child if you're that careless and neglectful, in my opinion. Paper towels on Grish's, yeah. My mom called, got a chat. Okay, Michelle. Paper towels on Grish. Content said, I hope you got your car fixed. Well, I'll tell you the story about my car. I didn't have to pay anything for it because Mr. Speculating was like, yeah, we're not going to pay for it because you didn't do what we asked. The issue is the drive 5 light comes on, and when I drive it, I have to change it from first gear to second gear, then go to third, fourth, and then fifth, and it's like an automatic, but it has the option for first and second gear, and it's so rusted out. The power steering's going out on it. I paid $2,000 for it, so I think 25. So basically at this point, I'm at like the point that we're just like, you know what? We're just going to drive it until it breaks, and that'll be the end of that. I'm going to get my money's worth out of it, and I'll just change gears. I know it's probably going to tear the transmission, but the car's so messed up and rusted out on the bottom. The muffler's pinched shut. He's going to try to fix it. And there's like a sensor that you can put on the side of the transmission. He said that he is going to try to fix. But at this point, it's just like, I mean, I've took it to like several mechanics and nobody can do anything. So I'm just going to drive it. I drove it this morning. I had to go run errands. Southern Cat said, just because nothing was on Jen's phone means absolutely nothing. She was just smart enough to not have had anything on it. I agree. I think it's definitely a possible speculation. Kalisa said, wondering why no bedding on the beds. Did she suddenly decide to wash it right after Maddie disappeared? Suspicious. Yeah, I think that they took pictures and some of the bedding was still on. So I don't know if it's because they removed it or there never was any bedding on Jen's. Flora said, ha ha ha, I definitely drive a car until the wheels fall off. Yeah, we're going to drive it till the wheels fall off. That's where I'm at with it. Hold on a minute. My son's wanting to ask me something. This is after the search. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Okay, sorry. Cara said, I do wonder if they told Chris that because they can't talk about the investigation with him. I think it's because, I mean, to me, it seems like they would have said that it's an open investigation and we can't discuss that with you right now, instead of saying that, you know, we've been through line by line thousands of hours and can't find any, where she worked with him. What if Jen is the smartest person? I don't think she's smarter than the cops. All right, so I'm going to continue. Is it Indie Girl's birthday? Hey, Marley's mom. Oh my God, is it Indie Girl's birthday? What? Are you serious? Indie Girl, is it your birthday? I like new car smells too, girl, but I can't afford it. No, it's not your birthday. Okay. Okay. So I think we've seen most of this. There's only 2 pillows. At one point, there was 3. I think there was 3 pillows on the bed because somebody had said that before, that it was suspicious that there was 3 pillows on the bed. But it appears that this is where she sleeps and that nobody was over there. I wonder, though, if they took like the sheets and bedding off, why are the cookies and toilet paper there? All right, I wanted to look over here. That looks like a face moisturizer. And then there's bags and a pillow in the chair. Excuse me. Alex said maybe the detectives just wanted Stern's parents to face the reality that their son is a monster. Yeah, I think it's possible. I think it's possible. I just think, again, that like they would have said, you know, it's an open investigation and we can't discuss that if that were the reason instead of him saying that. But it could be a number of reasons. Like, they could still be going to arrest her. I'm just concerned. I don't know, judging by that. Okay, so we've got a phone case, a new iPhone. What is that? Philips something. What on earth is that? It says Philips. I cannot tell. One something. And a bottle of water. We got a long cat pillow. Some Legos. That ball thing I was talking about. That's a big storage box. Some actual flowers. A bunch of cords. I don't know what's in that drawer. That's the shoe rack thing in a storage box with Legos and things on it. Lamp. Ah! What did it do? Oh. It's not what I'm trying to do. That's a one step from squalor. Oh, this is one step from squalor. It could be the ADHD. I don't know. My house don't look like this, but like I wouldn't want pictures of my house on the internet. I'll say that. So what are we collecting here? Oh, that's them pins things. I collect those too. I have a bunch. There's a light. Hold on a minute. Hey, I need y'all to go back towards the backyard because I'm smoking and talking about a case, please. Hold on. Okay. So there is a Coke, a water bottle, notes, a bunch of mess. I think this is her computer desk, though. That's a bag of notepads. I can't tell what most of that is because it's blurry. More cookies. Lots of electronics and another nightstand. I wonder what's in the middle. It's a phone charger and just lots of cords. A wallet. That chair with the pillow. There's something on that mattress. Hello, Kitty. Good to see you. I'm glad that you came in. You don't think they got the meds from a pharmacy? The Crocs. Wanted to see if they had that, whatever was over here unredacted now. Nope. Well, dang it. All right, that's the expensive book bags. I've always wanted one, but could never afford one. She's got Star Wars Tinkerbell. I don't even know what that one is. And a Mickey Mouse one. It says iridescent evenings. Oh, that's probably her stuff for work. I didn't see any prescription labels, to be fair. I don't know how you couldn't notice the only Croc there, especially if you're looking for your mom. I mean, for your, I said mom because I was looking at Marley's mom, especially if you're looking for your child. Like, I would think you would have went through everything. Marley's mom says she said Stephen Stearns was too messy, but she doesn't consider her house as messy. Good point. Oh, and no, we're going through pictures right now. And I'm zooming in and being nosy. And I'm going to talk to y'all about a few things that I saw that I wanted to go over with y'all. And then we're going to listen to some interviews. So this is from the other angle. Looks like that's controllers for a Nintendo. Active spacing? I don't know. what that book is. There's a pair of scissors, water bottles. Don't know what that is. That's the Nintendo and the controllers for the Nintendo. A towel. That's more stuff. One of our headbands is on the floor. What is that on the floor? Oh, that's them hot hands things and some papers. Is that her purse? Yeah, that's her purse. And then the bathroom, we got pictures of that. There's rugs on the floor. There's sweaters and things. Oh my goodness, Cara. Active parenting for teens. Is that what it is? Flora? Is it really, or y'all just saying that? Flora gifted 10 Speculation Station memberships. Thank you so much for the support. That was so very sweet of you. I'm standing outside right now, so I don't have my phone. I can't tell who they went to. But if you were gifted a membership from Cara and you are aware, please tell her thank you. Thank you so much, Cara. That was so very sweet and supportive of you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm sorry. I should have provided a warning. That's a little loud. Sorry about that if I blew your eardrums. Thank you so much. Shaking out the bushes. It really is. Oh, wow. Yeah, when police search your house, they turn everything upside down. They do. They look for everything. Thank you so much, Cara. I think these photos are from before they turn everything upside down. Let's see if we can tell what's in the drawers. What is this box? Looks like another phone box. How many daggum phones did they have? That goes back to burner phone possibilities. That looks like some kind of air pump, but maybe it's like a humidifier or something. Oh my gosh. I think that's the flower she was wearing in her hair when we saw the picture of Stefan and her oh, I might have it. I don't know if I deleted it. I was trying not to. Nope. I don't think I did. Look, watch this. I think it's the same flowers. You see the flowers, right? Watch.
Este era el nombre y este video es del 2018 y ya él estaba en la vida de ellas. Ya no está en Instagram, pero este era el nombre y este video es del 2018 y ya él estaba en la vida de ellas.
I thought she had flowers in her hair. Okay, she didn't. Okay, my bad. I thought I saw her with flowers in her hair. Hey, Quicksilver. Good to see you. Overprotected said their apartment would probably look better after the search by the police. Oh my goodness. What did Corey say? Megan's saying, preach it, Corey. What did Corey say? Oh, I didn't want to highlight every comment. Goodness gracious. Corey said, first rule of parenting, don't allow sleepovers with men and your young daughter. Amen. Preach it. Okay. So that's a baseball cap. That's a notebook with papers, notes, more lotion, some kind of lip gloss or something, a Coke, roll of paper towels, lamp, and possibly another hat. Hey, Liv Wade, good to see you. I'm with you. There's pictures somewhere with flowers in her hair. Right, I thought there was. And she was with Stefan, I do believe. Okay, we've looked at most of that stuff, so I'm not going to zoom it in. I don't think there's anything we could see here that we haven't already seen. That's that cordless vacuum right there. There's Pokemon cards in her room. Well, I suppose he did say he hung out there. Oh, let me shut the door. That's weird to see Pokemon cards in her room, though, when Stefan had his own room. Oh, let me grab a cup, sip of my coffee. Okay. I have a weird have a weird theory I'm going to have to come up and tell y'all sometime. Okay. If anybody wants the link, just let me know and I'll drop it. Go, Cara. Go, Cara, said Content Angel. Indy said, I'll be honest, when I get depressed sometimes I look over the mess. Sometimes my place gets messy, but it's not dirty. I think there's a big difference. Yeah. I don't think CPS ever got involved either with this situation. Okay, let's see about... I think that's all just stuffed animals from Disney and things. I have a Stitch doll that I sleep with at night. Okay. The scent of sour clothes through the condo? I hope not. I can drop the link if you want to tell me. Just, you have to be careful. Just make sure whatever you say, like, you know, it's not too bad. There's the link. Yeah, he brought his toys to Mama Jenny's room, said Malibu Surf. I was cleaning today because I got a little depressed. I had to go get my ex's death certificate, and it made me a little sad. I had never seen it before. Yeah, keep it YouTube rated. So this is from the side. Looks like there's toys, sock 'em bop 'em robots, them bubble blowers, cards, games. This is all books, air dry clay, some Nerf guns, some of the pumpkins and things that you paint. Oh, it's okay. It happened in 2017. It was just, I'd never looked at it before and it made me sad. Ew, fishy taco, yuck. I dropped the link overprotected if you want to come up today, but you don't have to. Okay. And then there's what appears to be Lego flowers. So yeah, those are those boxes. It looks like they hold things. And that's a canvas for like a painted picture. And then there's more books. There's that clock that we saw the dust on top of. Right there. I thought it was a clock. Why does she got headbands on the Christmas tree? That's interesting. I don't know that we'll see anything we haven't already seen. There's Legos. There's a bunch of canvases right there that you paint on. There's crayons, paint, all of that stuff. Hold on a minute. Basil wants to get up. Come here. Do you want to get up? No? Okay. Maybe not. Look. Those are probably things that Maddie made for the Christmas tree. Yeah, her Disney Christmas tree is what it appears to be. Oh, overprotected. I don't see you. I hope I didn't offend you, love. That looks like a Suckers or something. I don't know what that is. And then the Legos. That's some Silly Band bracelets, I think. Oh, look, there's a damn Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi keychains. That's the one that Stefan made for Maddie right there. On the Reddit post, do you remember it's purple with the pink? That's Maddie's Tamagotchi he made her right there. Oh my goodness, Megan, I could not. The house is cold and bare. I don't think there's anything there that we haven't already seen. There's board games on the bottom. There's Uno, Scrabble, Operation, Monopoly, Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Hey, it's me. Hello?
You there? Hey.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Hey, it's overprotected. That's why my grandsons call me Bella.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh,
How are you doing?
Good, good. I have to say this, though. they were gonna call me abuela, like Spanish, but they couldn't say it, so that's how Bella happened. Isn't that cute?
That is so sweet. I love that.
No, I just want you to know how much I love you. You're the best.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
now, and my theory, yeah, no, I wasn't offended. It was giving me password trouble, and I had to reset it.
Oh, okay.
StreamYard sometimes. I used to do a lot of podcasts and stuff, and I'd go in with different, devices and stuff, and it got confused, I guess. Okay,
Oh.
so I have a theory that probably won't be that popular, but it just keeps coming to my mind.
Mhm.
Okay, so you know how the crock was in Jen's room, right?
Right.
And all of this stuff was coming up with him going to St. Cloud, but Jen had the connections in St. Cloud, right?
Mhm. Right.
There's a lot of stuff that makes me feel like Stefan knew that he could like throw her under the bus. And I think he was trying to make it look like she did it. And like by taking her car out there and everything, I,
Yeah, that's
I
a good
just,
theory.
yeah, I felt like that. And I think I get that I think that she's was totally like new, but and blocked it out in her own mind with denial, like a crazy person. You know
You
what I
think
mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's that's really what I think. And I mean, and then the other thing is I have to, and this is the part that no one likes to talk about, but I do think that there was something up with the positive test or whatever. Like maybe it happened and then he was planning to try to terminate with medicine or something, and maybe it killed her, and then maybe he did a strangulation thing just to show that there was evidence of a hyoid broken, so they think maybe someone else did it instead of, I don't know.
I mean, that's a possible speculation. Yeah, there's been a lot of theories. You're not the only one who's ever thought that it was some kind of botched DIY thing to
with
do with
with
the pregnancy.
See, I was
Um,
kind of like Bazard or whatever his name is,
yeah.
with him googling that stuff that you know how to say that I can't say, and I'm a nurse, but it's a pet thing, right? He might have been going to try. He was probably going to use that either for that or just to knock her out more because she wasn't knocking out good or something.
Yeah, maybe he tried to use it and then he tried to choke her to, like, make her go unconscious because it wasn't working. Again, I mean, this channel is all about speculation and it's just a
Yeah.
speculation, but I
Yeah,
think it's
we just all
possible.
talking. But
Yeah.
that's what I always felt. It was odd that that crock was in there. And then there was one of the trash, almost like he was trying to have it lead back to her room and lead back to Jen and St. Cloud and all that stuff. Like it just kind of, and she's so ding dong that she's in there. Oh, yeah, I know people in St. Cloud and blah, 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 blah. And it was making her just look so suspicious. But then again, look, here's the one that gets me, and then I'll leave it alone.
Oh, you're good.
When she said, on that one text, I'm no longer sleeping with Maddie, I can't risk it.
Mhm.
I thoroughly believe that it's possible that when he started doing like CSAM, that maybe they were kind of trying to do some bisexual CSAM and thinking, oh, no one hardly ever does that. And since she was bisexual, and maybe she started thinking, I can't do this anymore because I could get caught, something could happen to me, you know? But she
Yep,
may have started out trying to do something with him.
it's possible. It's a possible speculation.
So that's my little speculations. And I love Abella so much. One of those two is the one that gave me a membership. And let me tell you, my phone, I can't get on the memberships. So I do try to make donations a lot to people. It won't let me join one. I don't know why.
Hmm.
On other channels too, I've had trouble with it. So on those ones, I just kind of drop a small donation, when I can and stuff.
Well, that's
But
really sweet of you.
yeah, so I do appreciate when they give me that membership because then I can see like you're planting and stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I get more personal in my memberships.
Yeah, that's cool. And I just think you're a great mom and all those things. And I just wanted to tell you that and put my little 2 cents in and introduce myself to all y'all in the chat room. But I'm going to let you go and continue on.
Okay, well, thank you, and thank you for all your kind words. You're so sweet. I love it when you're here
Oh,
too.
much love to all y'all. One day it'd be cool if we could like meet up somewhere or something, all of us, and eat dinner or something. But I know it's hard. We all live far away.
Yeah,
I'm
I
in
thought about that.
Louisiana.
Are you? I would love to go down there.
Well, I know I actually have another YouTube guy that I'm supposed to go meet sometimes in North Carolina. It's in I can't think of the name of it now. I knew I was going to do that.
It's okay.
Centerville, surrounds
Okay.
Centerville. Yeah, I don't know where that's at, but okay. Well, look, let me let you go and not carry on. I'll be watching. Oh, and I
Okay,
watch
love
every
you.
show, even if it's replay, if I'm working. Just so
Oh,
you
you're so sweet.
know.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you for your theories. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Thank you.
Mhm. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Stefan, I never even thought about Stefan trying to basically frame Jen. Like, let's say that again, that she really is that ditzy, like overprotected was just saying, and she really is that, like, out of it due to her medication and things. And do you think that he went to St. Cloud and used her car and the crock and everything to try to frame her, and then maybe he's going to flip on her during trial? I wonder. I think that's a really good theory. It makes sense. And that could explain why the cops were like, we've been through her phone line by line every single hour, for thousands of hours, and she has nothing to do with it. Yeah, I think he's so narcissistic that he might try to do it. And I never thought about that. So I really appreciate you sharing that. Cara said, I could see it. He's doing I'm not going down alone for this. Right. I'm wondering. That's a really good theory. Kalisa said, AS could have tried to frame her, but he seems too dumb to me. Yeah, I think he still would have got caught. Mm-hmm. That's the same Nerf gun that was for sale on Reddit. I thought it was. And I really do. I know Jay for Justice said that they were routers, but I really do think that those are just trays that you like put. See, they got I guess Lego. They're for Lego things. Oh, that's the house from Up and Away. That up and Away or something. I don't know what the movie is. Now I can tell. Hey, Obsidian. I love Obsidian, by the way. I think it's so pretty. Boomer said maybe he threw the other crock in Jen's room on purpose too. Yeah, to try to frame her. I'm wondering. That was such a good theory, Overprotected. Flora said, she was all about crying that people recognized her and she couldn't handle other people's emotions. She was. Lori said, in my opinion, Maddie was a burn it on Jen and would let anyone look after Maddie, regardless of what was going on. It's possible speculation. It's definitely a possible. Rest in peace to Stefan Stamagotchis. Hey, Amanda. Yeah, just up. That's it. Thank you. I was wondering. I knew it was when I saw the front of the house there. I was like, oh, that's the balloons from that. And there's a castle, probably Rapunzel's. Tangled. My daughter loved that. I made her a Tangled blanket. My oldest daughter was little when that movie came out. She loved it. I know that movie by heart. So all of this is redacted. I guess it's business cards, if I had to guess, because that's like you can see the white there, and it's the size of a business card. So phone charger. It looks like makeup or lotions. A koozie. Cards. That looks like possibly an umbrella. More cookies. She got cookies everywhere. Hair ties, that lockbox. There is shoes under the drawer. So that tells you the drawer never gets stuck. Never gets shut. Cara said there's still a part of me that believes Jen knew, and that's why she stayed behind while everyone else was looking for her. In my opinion, she stayed behind to straighten up Stefan's mess. You love Flynn Rider. That's so awesome. Okay, if we're gonna go with the theory that Jen didn't know, it is weird that she didn't even go out and try to look for Maddie. She didn't ask when they came on the body cam where she was at and all of that. I think I would be willing to bet definitively she knew about the CSAM, but the homicide, I don't know. That's another story. I don't know if she necessarily knew about that. This is going to be blurry. Here is, oh, Lord. I can't read it. It's too blurry. I don't know what that thing is. I guess it tells you the weather and the time. Anybody ever saw that movie? I don't know. I think they left at 7:45, she said. I do believe. Jenny Jen might know. She's really good with the times. I'm not as much. I keep going up. Vicky said, for someone living on disability, she sure has a lot of high-end expensive things. And the pics that just came out, they showed at least one pair of diesel jeans, which are about $200 a pair. How is that? Oh, wow. I wonder if she does thrift shopping there. It's an Amazon Echo. Okay. Thank you, Flora. Or an Alexa. Okay. Thank you, Southern Cats. Oh, is Scratch the Paint here? Hey, Scratch the Paint. She has Pat McGarth makeup. So where is she getting all this high-end expensive stuff? Those are all good, valid questions. I don't know nothing about makeup. I don't wear it. I think that, yeah, right there on the shelf is the tripod. Oh, thank you, baby. There's a wagon, the down comforter. What is that? Looks like a file folder. There's her pocketbook on that chair. That's the kitchen or the bathroom. Why she got so much water in her bathroom? And a help you potty chair or sit in the shower or something. There's a bag, blankets, coolers. Oh, that's a box for that Disney book bag, that Mickey Mouse book bag purse thing she has. You got a refurbished one for under $15. That's interesting. Maybe for her supposed disability. I was wondering. Excuse me. All those Legos are not cheap. They are super expensive. Let's see. We're going to get better pictures. That's feminine products. Yeah, it's definitely a shower chair. And there's some Lysol. What's on the floor? Looks like a stool and some water bottles. Lord, with as nosy as I'm being, we're going to spend all day looking at pictures because I keep zooming into all of them. Well, that's as far as it'll go, I think. Oh, no. I went in. That CeraVe ain't cheap either. Look at the expensive shampoo. She got a good scalp scrubbing thing there. That's some expensive shampoo in them bottles like that. JVN. 2 + 2 does not equal 4. Bazard, you did miss Overprotected coming up. We don't know for sure that she was given the money to her dad. I'm supposing that she was. He did say that he likes to get money, he rents out the rooms, or he knows she rents out the rooms or whatever. I think he kind of validated that she pays him rent, but that's just off the top of my head. I don't know for sure. Yeah, it's like $90 for the flower set. It is. They're so expensive. Oh my goodness. Pat McGarth is hella expensive. I dropped the StreamYard link. Their shampoos and conditioners are around $100. Are you shitting me? Let me see. I'm about to see. JVN shampoo and conditioner. Let's see what it says on Amazon. They're $24 a bottle, which means there's $100 worth of shampoo and conditioner in there. Absolutely right. Wow. How is she doing that? How is she doing that? On disability. Like, what? For freaking real, man? Got some band-aids. Oh, Bazard, hold on.
Mm. No, that's all
Hey, how
good.
are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you
Glad to
today.
hear. Same, thanks, same here. And hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing a great day today.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that bathroom chair thing is just as on my part, just speculating. I think it's interesting that it's in there because it's like, well, who else would need that? No potato can, unless she's lazy, can stand on her feet while she's taking a shower. But remember, this is the same bathroom that her and Maddie and I guess supposedly Stefan all shared, right?
Yeah, somebody in chat said that it was her dad's, but I don't know why her dad's chair would be there. I believe you. She probably didn't get rid of it. Maybe it was her dad's. I don't know. Her dad, I remember seeing in the body cam footage from the sister's house, he had issues walking, so I could probably see that.
I was thinking, other than that, no, this is just my speculating idea on it. Is what if they use that to help prop up Maddie?
Oh, I mean, anything's possible. We are just speculating, but I really don't think so.
Hmm.
I really couldn't see that. I think that, I mean, I don't know why they would need to prop her up in the chair in the shower. Like, I would think they would take her directly from wherever she was at. Plus, it's got like the tampons and the pads and things sitting on it that look like they've been there for a while.
Hmm. Yeah, that was just something I was just thinking of. Like, well, it's pretty much we've all been kind of theorizing and hinting that maybe there were times that Maddie was drugged, and
Oh,
I was thinking in my mind, well, beforehand, I mean, I can't, like I said, this is all speculated, but what if they used it when she was drugged out or couldn't stand up, and Potato and Stinky were either using it to help clean her up? And I'm just saying this is before her murder, but it could have been done at the same time, maybe around the same time around her murder too. Who knows?
yeah, it's a possible speculation if she was severely drugged, which I mean, they haven't ever said any pictures of her in the shower. They've said them like in the bed, but it could have been used in there too. Like, I don't know. It's a
Hmm.
possible speculation. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, but that was something I thought that was interesting. Like, why would she keep that? I mean, I know her dad's not there anymore, but then again, I know some people probably use that to like they had a bunch of her tampons and everything else on it. But something that I thought it came into my mind, like I would not be surprised if she was drugged allegedly a lot. Then how would they have her up to where it'd be easy to wash her and clean her to agree? So yeah, that was my idea.
Yeah, it's a possible speculation. I'm not quite there yet, but I understand
Hmm.
and respect your opinion. Pamela became a member. Thank you so much, Pamela. That was so very sweet of you. I'm gonna grab the crazy train and come pick you up on the way to Speculation Station. If I can scroll my mouse up. All right, it's gonna play Crazy Train. Hold on. Thank you so much, Pamela. That was so sweet of you. So, I mean, yeah, it's possible.
Hmm. But yeah, like I said, it's just my idea. Anything with these two, it's like who knows? I mean,
Mhm.
we can say, we have all our theories, but then when you look at it, a lot of the theories kind of in the end would make sense, and it's like that's sad that we can be like, wow, even if we're making up, like I said, an idea or a theory, that
Yeah,
makes a hell of more sense in this particular case.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, at this point, it's so perplexing, like how all of this mess went on for so long. Anything's
Hmm.
possible.
Hmm.
Um, Sorry. So looking at this, we got band-aids, a hair clip, face sponges, makeup, a hairbrush. That's Too Faced. I don't know what that one is. That's a
Hmm.
ring holder. Got some hand sanitizer. I think that's them acne pads used to clean your face. Band-Aids. CeraVe face stuff. Perfume. Hairbrush. Makeup stand. Soap. I don't know what this bag is in here. That's a hairbrush with toothpaste on it, it looks like.
Yeah. Now these were the photos taken at the time that they didn't when the investigators didn't, rummage around and all of that. This is like right at the time of taking photos of the
Yeah,
apartment. Okay.
I think so. Cause like, I mean, we have these, but then there's no sheets on the bed. And like some of
Mm-hmm.
them, there are sheets on the bed. So I don't know. I don't know if there was ever sheets on Jen's bed or not.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, this just makes it look really, disgusting. And I mean, I'm not gonna say like my bath. I mean, well, I'll admit my bathroom is way not as bad compared to hers, but it's like
Right.
it's like that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, people who wear makeup, like they usually have a lot of makeup in their bathroom and stuff, but this is pretty bad.
It's like so much haphazardly items all over the place.
Mm-hmm. There's the face pads, the
Mm-hmm.
Dentex flossers, scissors, hair ties, tweezers, menstrual relief. I think that's another makeup thing. Oh, that's that Pat McGarth. No wonder I've never seen anything like that, girl. I cannot afford no damn $100 makeup.
Hmm.
Spinster said, "Hey, chat and speculating lady. Anyone else feel a strong need to clean and organize their own houses after looking at this? I kind of do,
Yeah. Yeah,
eh?
I kind of do.
You keep your makeup in a Harry Potter purse. That's so cute." Miss Kimmy said that condo is disgusting. She got a red Solo cup with her face sponges in it.
Mm.
I was trying to move it. Okay. Ooh, that mirror.
Yeah,
Girl,
it's pretty bad.
wipe your shit off. Goodness gracious.
Mm.
And that was an after sun patch, I guess, from when they go down to the pool. After sun cooling face mask. Okay.
Mhm.
Where's the mirror? What the crap?
Yeah, I just noticed that right now. It's gone.
That thing said, "I'm getting the hell up out of here. I can't take it no more."
Well, when you see a potato like that, it's just I don't know. I can't. I think I agree with the mirror. I just probably wouldn't last that very long.
What's
I
that?
saw someone yesterday. They were saying like on the chat, like who would even want to have any relations, male or female? I'm like, yeah, that's true. I don't know who thought, but some people were somehow attracted to gin.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. That's a broken hair curler on the floor there. The bottom of her cabinet needs wiping off too. Stuff
Hmm.
all right there. She need to clean them cabinets.
But
Clean them
then
baseboard.
she would say Maddie was the dirty one or whatever. That stupid bull crap.
Yeah. That is, yeah. Maddie's room appeared cleaner than this to me.
For real.
So yeah, that's just feminine products, some Lysol and something. I think that's toilet spray. I
Hmm.
could be wrong.
Then another thing I just brought up, or I just thought was the pregnancy stuff, and I'm like, this lady was not even having sex with this man for what, almost 3 years. Why would she even need that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think she said they hadn't been sexually active in over a year, but it might have even been longer than that. I know it was
Yeah,
definitely a year.
yeah. I think it was like yeah, it was a lot long. To me, it definitely was a lot longer. I think.
Ugh, that's not what I wanted to see, but yeah. I want to know because they take, okay, this was my other thing. They take close up pictures of the trash cans, okay? And I
Mhm.
think they're looking for pregnancy tests, and we're going to look for that too. So
Let's
there's a
see.
water bottle, a Band Aid wrapper. This says it's a tag that says free small item. That's a
Mhm.
makeup brush, some kind of lid. That looks like an octopus, but I don't know what it is. Maybe y'all know what that is. It's a black I mean, it's got like wavy legs with an eyeball right there. And water bottles.
Hmm.
There is one trash can that there's no trash in. And I'm wondering if that might have had the pregnancy test in it, because as we can see, there's like bags of trash sitting everywhere, and like that, like nobody has taken it out.
That is true.
So why is the trash out of that trash can?
Hmm.
I'm not trying to gross y'all out. I'm just trying to make sure it's not like stuck down, like there's not a test that's stuck down underneath the things. You know what I mean?
Right. I can't really tell there is anything other than, of course, like regular trash looking items.
Yeah, I don't see anything. This is the one where I would assume it would be.
Yeah, in her bathroom, something like that.
Mm-hmm. The black stuff, I think, is oh, I don't know, possibly her hair. I would say ashes, but she don't smoke unless she smoked a bowl. I know
Yeah, it wasn't. Hmm.
she has medical marijuana, but I think she uses a vape pen, but it looks like ashes to me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see anything in there. There's makeup stuff. Some kind of dropper. Yeah, when I noticed the up close pictures of the trash can, I was like, oh, I bet they're looking for pregnancy tests, and I wonder if there's any in there. I said, we're going to look for that tomorrow, because I was using my phone and like I couldn't see crap.
I think, yeah, like from all the interviews between at least with Jen, it does seem like they probably do have evidence that there might be a pregnancy related situation, but they're not letting it
Mm-hmm.
out until, I'm assuming, I guess, the CTAM trial at first. But I mean, it does make you wonder, why would they be focusing on that and asking her, not Stinky, but just her. So yeah, there might be some truth to the whole pregnancy thing, but we have to wait until the CSAM.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if we'll even find out at the CSAM. I think we might find out at the homicide. I don't know if they would
Oh yeah,
mention it or not.
yeah. That's true right there.
They did. Nessa said they found plastic gloves near the outside site, and he was rummaging in cupboards in those pics. The cupboard with a box of plastic gloves. That's interesting.
Mhm.
There were gloves outside.
That is true. Yeah, they found some. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What were you up to, Stinky?
Oh, we're gonna figure it out. Yeah, it was her. She had THC prescription pills too, but that did look like ash to me, like from a bowl or something. I don't think she smoked cigarettes.
Didn't he smoke? Well, I know he vaped, but didn't he smoke too? Or I always thought he
I think
smoked. So, yeah.
I think he just vaped, but I could be
Okay.
wrong.
I mean, I
What?
know. Yeah, he was definitely a pothead. I know that. It was like, but did he smoke cigarettes too, or anything else?
I don't think so, but I don't know. There's the trash. There's takeout food. And I mean, I'm sure they checked it, but we don't have any pictures
Hmm.
of the bags ripped open. But if it had a test in it, I wonder if we would even have that.
Hmm.
Like, I don't think they would release it. There's some Hershey Kisses on the counter, some mail, some paintings, a candle, I assume,
Hmm.
a pineapple,
So always
some
got to be a
kind of beef.
pineapple.
Mm-hmm. Always got to be a pineapple. Abella said
Mhm.
Inspector BS is attending criminal justice course. True story. He is right now.
Awesome.
He texted me and said he's learning quite a lot, and he's going to be ready to come back soon and give us all the deets.
I'll be ready for that.
All right, we got some avocado oil, 2 jars. That looks like caramel or something. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
caramel because that's that syrup stuff you put in your coffee. That's probably coffee in a coffee pot.
I mean, no, like dissing. Like I actually kind of do like the layout of the townhouse, but I just hate the fact that what was going on inside of it. But I mean, if I could afford it, I would get something like that. If I had like roommates
Yeah,
or
it's nice.
my partner, yeah.
Mhm. It's nice.
So yeah,
I
Juan
like it.
definitely, yeah, he lucked out. It was a really good property.
Yeah. I'm sure it's been sold by now.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
which is
Yes,
kind of
Bazard.
creepy. Oh,
It is. Somebody. I think they have to. I think there's a law where they're supposed to make sure that they tell you if there has been something done to the house you're buying.
hmm.
Um, but I don't know. Like if somebody's died there, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's like too many haunted horror movies or documentaries I've seen, and it's like they don't tell them, and it's like, oh yeah, so you might see some ghosts or some weird paranormal stuff, but don't worry about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I've never lived in a haunted house. I think I would be scared, but I think I'd also be curious as to who it was. I'd be down.
Hmm.
I could tell you, I would be down at the damn library pulling records, and I would figure out the name, and I would be trying to talk to it and be like, "Go to the light. Go to the light." I
Yeah,
could see it.
you don't want the poltergeist. From what I hear, poltergeists are way more vicious compared to like your typical ghost sort of
Yeah,
like event.
yeah. The doppelgangers thing. That's creepy.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Those are creepy.
Yeah, like where they imitate your children. Oh, so we got
Oh
some
yeah.
milk chocolate coffee beans. Have you guys ever had those? Those are actually good. It's like a coffee bean covered in chocolate. It's real good. I'm sorry to
Mm.
interrupt you, Bethard.
Oh no, no. I was like, no, I don't think I've ever had that before. I'll
They
try
said
it.
that it's good. They said them Disney magnets are expensive.
Why do I always thought it was interesting how people that work at Disney always seem to eventually start buying their expensive products? And it's like, and I'm not much of a Disney person myself. I'll watch a few shows or go to a movie every once in a while with some other folks, but never really been like a Disney guy.
It's the advertisement. Like, I mean,
Uh,
and plus it like okay, I've worked at like Family Dollar and Dollar General and I would be stocking things and I would be like, "Oh wow, that's cool." And you just happen to see more and if you think about a place like Disney, like they're sure like even if you're standing there working a ride or standing there being a hostess or whatever, you're constantly getting hit with these advertisements of their products. And
mhm,
so it's
mhm.
they make advertisements to mess with your brain waves to like basically brainwash you into buying things. And if you're working there, you're exposed to that constantly. That's why.
That makes sense. And then I always used to joke with some people like Disney is the new I'm such a history nerd about this. It's basically back in the day when railroad companies would own small towns and the people that worked them would basically be like indebted to the company. And it was like, well, Disney's basically like that in Florida and California now.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's the same thing. I mean, they've just made it larger scale now.
Hmm.
So we got some oh, those are cereals from Aldi's. I know those barcodes. So she shops at Aldi's.
Same.
She's been getting good deals. That's a big ass bag box of Captain Crunch.
That
I
shit
guess she got
will
that
last.
at like yeah, it
No,
wouldn't
I was
last in my
yeah.
house.
Oh no, that thing would last. Oh yeah, wait, that makes sense. I was like, that would have last at least me, probably like several months.
Really? My kids
Because
would eat
usually
it.
it's just usually me and my dog, but now I'm gonna have some more family coming staying over for a little bit. So more grocery shopping now.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it'll be worth it with your
Oh yeah.
family.
Mm-hmm.
They said, look at the floor. You see the floor there. You got to, like, when you clean your house, you got to get them corners and things. You got to make sure you get it all.
For real.
So we'll start from the bottom. There's some dog food, a big old
Mm-hmm.
bag of 25-pound bag of rice, some Cokes, Oreos, more Coca-Colas, potatoes. Potatoes got potatoes.
Oh my God.
They're probably sprouting by now. There's some
Shit.
reusable bags. It says this is the shelf for room number 3, and then room number 2 and room number 1. But there's no
That's
shelf for room number 4.
that's interesting how it's laid, like set out like that. Huh.
Yeah. I guess so they can put their stuff. They have a shelf in the pantry, but there is no room number 4. Why is there no room number 4?
Well, what if it's just the bottom? It's just the bottom. That's his shit.
It might be, but like, I mean, I don't think there's a label unless it's behind the rice. To be fair, it could be behind the
Mm-hmm.
rice, but I didn't see a label for room number 4, so that would mean that he wasn't necessarily renting that room to me.
So then it would basically they were lying already about whenever he came to visit, or if he was renting it.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So we got some tortillas, some coffee, water bottles. Looks like some cake icing, some cranberry juice, popcorn, Ziploc bags, coffee creamer, Ritz crackers, water bottle protein pancakes.
Hmm.
So pasta, Pringles, basil, basil, basil. Um. Okay, and then room number 1's got some pan stuff. I mean, it does appear that like these could be for different rooms because there's another thing of coffee, just like she's got in room number 3.
Hmm.
Oh well, okay. What would room number 1 be then? I guess that's her room.
Yeah, yeah, that's Jen. So I
Okay.
guess that's her own shit.
Sometimes I want to eat other people's food too. Like I'll see somebody else's food and I'll be like, that looks good. I'm about to go buy me some.
True. It's kind of hard to resist.
Mm-hmm. Hey, the real Gemini no lie. They said, remember Maddie said how he would eat all her food. I do.
Oh yeah.
Nessa said lots of unhealthy food after bariatric surgery. Yeah,
Good point.
that is a good point. Room 2 is Natalie. I like Lucky Charms too. We got some chocolate puffs, some raisin bran. I don't know what that one is. Some of the Rice Krispies, Captain Berry Crunch, Lucky Charms. Some crackers and some chicken broth. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
likes cereal and then broth soup when they're sick, I guess. Whoever's got that shelf. No, I think it's for the whole house.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll move on from the pantry. I'm already a little hungry. All right, that's fast food on the counter. I think that's just more dishes. I
Mm-hmm.
think we pretty much, well, we haven't looked at this cabinet. What's in the windowsill?
Hmm.
Is that some daggum meat they're thawing out or something in the windowsill? What the hell is going on there?
That
I
is
hope
pretty
not.
ghetto. That's like that is kind of ghetto.
That's different. I don't know about that. That's something weird. That might not be what it is. That's what it looked like to
Right.
me.
Yeah.
We got a vase up there.
How
And
the
there's a
hell
pretty
would anyone? I was like, how the hell would anyone get that unless they step on a step ladder?
yeah, they'd have to get a chair or something. And we got the cup. Some Coca-Cola up there. Oh, the step stool that's right there. That's probably how they got it. What dishes did they use? Looks like some plates, cups, spatulas. Why are we washing the solo cups?
I kind of do that. I admit, I
What you do?
sometimes do that. Yeah,
I have
depending on
one of
what I
those.
had.
Do what?
It depends like what I was drinking. If it was like a alcoholic drink, and I just wanted to clean it out because probably I might have a few of them. People might reuse it.
Yeah. You can use them more than once. Oh, that's for knives, but there's not any up there. We got a big pot. I use that pot sometimes to can stuff. I've got the same one, and we got spoons. What is that box?
Clear
Mixer.
culture assortment.
Oh, that's that automatic wine bottle opener. I remember now. Excuse me. Those are burn marks. They take the whole blanket and cut in it at the lab. Oh, okay. Interesting. Let's see. We got spoons and salt, small little coffee pot, and a frying pan. I don't see anything up on those cabinets.
Mm-mm.
All right. Now, they take pictures of these walls. Like, I didn't see anything on the walls, but we can look. I'm going to go back.
I'm guessing maybe for blood splatter.
Yeah, that's what I was
Mhm.
thinking. I was going to see if we saw anything. Are you want something to eat? Okay. Go on my bed and there's a sandwich. Take it and eat it, but I need you to go back to where you were in the backyard, okay? Okay, well grab a snack and I need you to go back outside, baby, because you can't be in here right now. Here, do you want this?
I don't like those. They're too spicy for me.
Okay, well that's all I got right now. If you give me about 5 more minutes, I'll be back in my room and you can come back. Okay, go. Go.
Go outside?
Yes. Thank you. Okay.
Your kid reminds me of me when I was his age.
That was my youngest. She's a girl. She's 9.
Okay.
The rest of them are outside.
It's like, go out. Go. No, no, go.
Yes. I don't like for them to. I'm standing by the door right now. Like when I go in my room, she'll come back in a minute, but I don't. When I'm out here, I try not to have them in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's something on the stairs there, but it could be dirt. You want cereal and a sandwich? Hey, Marshall. Good to see you. That's a good way to be, not to use any plastic or styrofoam. I don't see anything on the banister.
No.
I think with her hyoid bone being broken, that there wouldn't be any blood spatter really.
Mm-hmm. I guess maybe it's like a usual routine thing they do just to check if there's like any blood spatters anywhere in the house.
Probably. We did finally find a picture. Facial just came running. Yeah, I don't see anything.
It's like one of those random pictures too that you see people put in their walls or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like it's almost like a hotel picture to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see anything. But again, I mean, I think it's definitely normal for them to take pictures of the walls like that, especially where stairs are. When you are thinking that it might have happened it probably happened upstairs, and he had to bring her down the steps. I could definitely understand why, but I don't think there would have been doing any. There wouldn't have been any because I think she was strangled. Marshall said, I keep thinking about that blood test Jen Soto took that morning. Do we know what job she had gotten or any more details on that? So
Good point.
the only thing I know, she was being a hostess at Disney, but when you're on bipolar medications, they take your blood Well, I mean, I guess for certain ones, I was on lithium at one point, and I had to go get blood work done so they could test the levels in my liver, because it can mess up your liver. So I'm assuming it has to do with her bipolar medication. Yeah, I had to go. I would go get blood work done, but then I just stopped taking them because I didn't like the way they made me feel after about
Mhm.
2 weeks, which is like the
Mhm.
worst thing you can do, supposedly.
Did they ever actually verify like how long Jen was actually at the doctor's appointment?
I know she gave us a time frame. I don't think it's been verified, and from what I've heard about the maps, that I've heard that they were both in the same parking lot very close to each other at one point during the day. And it's not a
Mm,
far stretch to think that they parked their parking lots and maybe somehow communicated. I think if they walked across the parking lot, they would have video evidence of that, but I could be
right.
wrong.
Could be something holding. I think at the very least they definitely have um outdoor body cam footage of what Jen was doing. They just haven't really I guess announced it to us yet. But I mean if they got all the stuff on Stinky, they definitely have something on her.
Yeah. You think so?
Because because to me, it would make more sense when they were trying to verify when she said the time frame of when she got back to the townhouse, and then because she went to the doctor's allegedly went to the doctor's appointment, and then she said that if I'm trying to remember, did she went back to the house, and then later on that's when she went to go pick up Maddie allegedly.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I would think that they would have cameras of if her vehicle was anywhere where she said she was at.
Yeah. Well, we got the map showing that where the cell towers were hitting from.
And yeah, like you said, there was a point where it showed that they were not that far from each other. So that has to be on some video, some street corner, some building where, like, okay, potato, you said you were around this time frame, but the maps or the videos are showing the time frame is different.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if we'll hear that at trial. Her defense attorney, I mean, his defense attorney is going to lay into her, and I'm going to be here for
Yeah.
it with my
Yeah. Yeah.
popcorn.
Yeah. It's like even though I know I don't like certain aspects, I mean, again, it's their defense, it's their job, but I just got my fingers crossed. Just tear her ass a new one,
Yeah, I hope so.
and then if she does go to trial on her end, prosecution, do what you got to do.
Yep. Um, Tony said we won't know anything about Jen unless there are charges on her, and I do agree. But whatever the defense is going to be asking Stefan what Jen knew, what took place,
Hmm.
and Stefan is a sociopathic narcissist, in my opinion, and he's not going to go down for this alone, especially if she really was involved. I think that he may lie even if she wasn't involved and say that she was, but if she was involved and there's proof out there, you best believe it's going to come out when the defense questions her, I would
Right.
think.
Now, I think I brought it before in another panel. I don't know for sure if he'll go on the stand. I mean, at this
Probably
point,
not.
yeah, it would not benefit him. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I have a feeling that he'll tell his defense this and that, and then they'll just go after her, from his point of view.
Yep. Okay. So we see the laundry detergent and the clothes hamper where Stefan was doing laundry.
Mhm.
Um, remember the roommate said that that was the first day that he had ever done laundry, the first time. I mean, and like that didn't look suspicious either.
That's just crazy. Like to think like you maybe seen this guy maybe a year or whatever, how long the roommates were there, and it's like that is weird. It's the first time you ever washing any clothes.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't think it looked sus. Ever Love Me said law enforcement in this case seems to be on top of things. They moved fast with watching them and checking alibis. They sure did.
Yeah,
They
that's
did.
true.
Oh, that's so sweet, overprotected. You don't know if it's hope, but you think he'll take the stand? I really doubt it, but it would be cool if he could. I'm gonna tell y'all what, I'm gonna get me some amazing popcorn when we have that trial, like some good
Mhm.
pie. I'm gonna have all the snacks. I
Now,
will.
and I hope for sure that it would be televised.
Oh yeah, I'm saying if it's televised, I think it will be because, um, like court TV and the news when we were talking about Madeline Soto and we were going over the interviews and things for a second time. Like there was nothing new out. We were just listening to them again all over. And then all of a sudden they started talking about Madeline Soto again and there was like no new information. They were just kind of talking about older things again.
Mhm.
So it's a very popular case, and the news knows that as well. And with the news knowing that and the ties that they have to court and things like that, I think that they're going to make sure that it's televised because they're going to want to televise it too. That's just my
Mhm.
thought on that.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, they want to give out the information for the public can see, but then also I know it's a business because of the media and everything, and it's like, well, we gotta
Yep.
make money. So,
Yeah, and this case makes money for them, so they're going to definitely do everything they can to make sure it's televised, I'm sure.
and I think the judge will allow it anyway. The judge is not going to be like a certain other judge, quote unquote.
Yeah. Okay. What is this black on there?
I thought it was actually blocked out, but it could be a black item.
Looks like a bag or underwear or something. I think it's
Hmm.
underwear. What's in the fridge? I wonder. There's not a lot in my fridge right now, but I just bought some snacks this morning when I had to go out. So we got snacks. Just a bathtub.
Hmm.
Lord have mercy, what is that on the carpet?
Hmm.
Y'all,
It
I'm just
could be-
excuse me.
Yeah, I was just thinking it could be like some carpets have like little glitter like stuff on it. I don't know, maybe something like that.
Yeah. So we got the upstairs little refrigerator and
Hmm.
microwave with some fruit that's going bad, it appears. Okay. Oh, that's a cute little broom. And we got a ladder. That trash can is empty. And he didn't use the bathroom upstairs, and he wouldn't have put a pregnancy test in Jen's bathroom. So I'm wondering if he would have put it in that trash can, and now
Hmm.
it's empty. Okay. Why is
Hmm.
the picture off the wall? Like, what on earth are you doing that the pictures? Oh, you know what? Okay, again, this is speculation again, but y'all talked about how he was probably peeping in the bathroom. I wonder if the power tools were there so he could take the cameras out of the bathroom. Maybe there
Good
was one
point.
behind.
Good point. But maybe that's what the whole reason why he had those freaking tools out was he's trying to get anything that could be evidence against him.
Yeah. Appears to be just a thumbtack there, so maybe it legitimately fell off. I don't know. It's odd that the picture is not hanging there. There's some
Right.
questions I have when we get to his room too.
Oh yeah, that room is something else. So you got a shoe right there. Oh,
Oh yeah, it's the
mhm.
shoe.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to figure out what that was.
Yep. I can see it now.
Okay. This bathroom's a lot cleaner than Jen's. That's probably why the roommates are like, we don't want anybody using our bathroom because
Now, I'm trying to remember, was he videotaping the roommate in her bedroom or bathroom?
under the door of the
Okay.
bedroom and the bathroom, I think.
Wow.
So if he was videotaping under the door, I would assume he doesn't have any kind of cameras or anything.
Hmm. What a
Okay.
little freak.
Yeah, he sure was. We've seen that. Mm. I think we've seen all this. Oh, it doesn't go up because I didn't make it bigger. Why do you have a window in your shower? That's weird.
Some people have that. Yeah. Don't know
Meemaw,
why.
that's weird. And then you have to put blinds up that are getting wet in the shower. Like, that's just weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird design.
Meemaw Sandy just became a member. Thank you so much for becoming part of our speculation station. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna grab the crazy train and come pick you up on the way to Speculation Station. Thank you so much, Meemaw Sandy. That was so very sweet and supportive of you. I really appreciate that. Lori said, now if Jen's family ever went to Jen's, maybe they would have seen the state of it. Maybe.
Good point.
Mobile homes always have a small window in the shower. Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw y'all talking about them cheap plastic utensils in the comments.
Everyone used those for real.
Mm-hmm. We camp a lot, so I do have a lot of them. So that one appears to be empty too.
Yeah.
Oh, or is that a bucket? I think that might be a bucket to like hold the plunger. Interesting. Yeah, the picture's like sitting on the thing that you like put your toilet paper rolls in and on the back of the toilet. Ever Love Me said that window is real weirdly big and doesn't have the film type covering it to make the window blurry. Right. Like, that's weird to me. Thank you again, Meemaw, for becoming a member. That was so cool.
And then you got the yellow bag. That could be trash right there.
Yeah, I tried to look in it, but I couldn't quite tell what it was. We got some soap, I mean, this looks like a normal bathroom to me.
It really does.
Yeah, and then they got stuff in the medicine cabinet. It's weird the medicine cabinet's over here, but I guess because they got that big mirror there.
Mm-hmm.
That's essential oils. I have no essential oil bottles anywhere, I do believe. Yeah, that looks like lavender essential oils. And we got some contact solution. Oh, that's a bear scrubby. Oh no, it's not the same thing as that octopus thing in her trash. Some floss, possibly a makeup thing, and face cleaners. And that's contact solution, I believe. Lotion, face cleaner, some kind of face moisturizer. Yeah, that bathroom's a lot more clean than Jen's was. Lord, that hallway's dark. I'd be scared to walk out of the bathroom at night. I'd be scared something's going to grab me.
That freak would be out there, staying up all night.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is the trash can. Okay, and it is empty. That's the one I was talking about because they searched the trash cans. I wanted to go back to this because I saw something. What is that?
It almost was blood spot almost, I thought at first. Well, I don't know. It has the color. It's red.
It could be a penny or a blood spot. Yeah. I think it's a blood spot. That's interesting.
If it's a penny, I mean, I guess technically from our perspective, it looks like the size of one, but I mean, I've seen the blood spots can be that big too, so.
Yeah.
And it's red-ish looking.
Yeah. It's so circular that's what makes me think it could possibly be a penny. But if you would drop just a drop of blood, like I'm thinking about maybe from like a nosebleed or something, then it would drop on the floor and land just like that too. Maybe hair dye, said Southern Cats.
Oh, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. All right. We saw the trash can was empty. Hey, Anne from North Carolina. Katie said, looks like blood to me. I feel like if it was a penny, they would have shot it in an angle where you could tell it was a penny. Possibly.
True. Yeah.
I really do feel like it's either blood or like some kind of hair dye. Heather said, if you see a penny, pick it up.
It's good luck.
Yep. So it wasn't a bucket, it was that trash can, and that's empty. Oh,
Okay,
there's
so
what was
then,
the trash.
yeah.
Oh, what is that right there?
Let's see. You got hair,
What is this?
feminine product.
What is that?
Oh. It looks like a handle, maybe. I can't tell.
Or tissue paper, but it like
Mhm.
rolled up tissue paper?
Hmm.
It kind of looks like a pregnancy test to me, but it might be too wide. It
Because
might be
there are
rolled up.
yeah, I was like, they look kind of slimmer, some of them for the most part.
Yeah. That's interesting. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. It's hair, tissue papers, toothpaste, feminine products, some kind of. Oh, that's a box that soap is in. There's
Hmm.
something here too. Maybe a toilet paper roll. I want to know what that is.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see in the next picture. Yeah, I hate to zoom in on trash, but
I mean, it
when
did
we're,
look plastic-like. Yeah.
yeah, when we're looking for like a what could possibly be a pregnancy test, I've got to zoom in, which is kind of gross, I know.
We're
There's a
amateur
cheap up
sleuths.
water. Huh?
I was like, we're amateur sleuths, so we gotta do what we gotta
Yeah.
do.
Yep. So there's water bottles and plastic there. I don't see anything else because that's
Mhm.
the bottom of the trash can. Foxy said that you're leaning the authority on what pregnancy test looks like.
I mean, I'll just keep that to your imaginations, y'all. Not like I didn't have a scare maybe once in a while.
Okay, so we're in looking at his bedroom. Oh, I was clicking the wrong button. We're looking at his bedroom now.
Oh, here we go.
His Pokemon boxes are laying on the floor right there, which I found weird. Like he knocked them off in a hurry or something.
Mm-hmm. I mean, his room is so immaculate. It's just a TV, the bed, whatever's on the drawers. And of course,
Yeah.
we see the main lock and everything. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the locks that were on his door. I saw a lock on Jen's door too, though. I did want to share that with y'all, but I forgot to do that. We might just spend this live stream going over these pictures since we're going into detail like this.
There goes a stupid. Well, I shouldn't say stupid because I kind of somewhat played those D&D kind of stuff. But he's
Yeah.
he's stupid. He's. Let's see.
He's got them Pokemon
Uh,
cards, some snack cake, some kind of
mhm,
poster. That looks like some kind of cards. The boxes to hold them.
mhm.
There's that stupid Tamagotchi. That looks like some kind of stickers or something.
Stickers were. I go to like cosplay and anime conventions, and they're like keychain sort of like things too that they put in plastic bags, but sometimes stickers.
Okay. Thank you. There's some kind of shirt, some. Oh, that's a raspberry Danish right there. It's not the cheese Danish, but it's a raspberry one. Some core
Hmm.
book. And then on the floor, you got all these Pokemon cards and a pair of sunglasses. There's a
Oh,
Danish,
yeah.
and
Some
there's,
spray.
yeah. That's sad to think that those are the Danishes he was talking about. He gave Maddie in the car, the ones that are upstairs in his room on his counter.
Those could be like pajama related clothing, maybe.
Maybe. He's got some voodoo chips. I want y'all to look at this refrigerator. Why is the refrigerator pulled back from the wall like that? And unplugged. I think it's unplugged. But why is it moved like that from the wall?
I have a suspicion something could have been placed on top of it.
Possible speculation.
Yeah.
There's a hair tie right there,
Tripod.
too.
Mhm.
Oh! Yeah. It's possible. I didn't even think about that.
The angle of it would work to, film
Yeah.
things.
There's a Disney pass, some kind of charger, the remote, and a hair tie, which Stephen damn sure didn't need no damn hair tie.
Mhm.
See, I think it might be, yeah, it is plugged in, but it's moved weird. And I was like, why is that moved weird? Okay, I really think that's some kind of shoe polish. But I could be wrong.
Okay.
And that's some kind of charger. Let
Mm.
me see. Yeah, good camera stand maybe, but the desk would be too. Yeah. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just saying a lot of these guys would just try to get like different angles, just so it makes sense that he would have something like a camera stand on top of that, because it's angled to where because I see like the light, the lamp would kind of get in the way, but he looked like he angled it to where he could film it, and nothing like that would get in the way.
Yeah. So I noticed the blow dryer on the bed too. And like Maddie went up there that night
Mm-hmm.
and she passed away. So, well, I guess maybe if she just got out of the shower, she might have been blow drying her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is, it looks like some kind of like fold up bag. I don't know. It could be a shirt. Oh, yeah, it is a shirt. It has buttons on it. And then his book bag, and there's one pillow. See, this bed is pulled out from the wall too, which is weird to me. I don't think Steppenstern's polished a shoe in his life either, Vicky. Y'all were saying that Jay from Guilty of Crime was questioning where Maddie's night clothes were. I'm wondering the same. I'm wondering if that's what was on the floor in her room. I don't know. Could be this stuff on the bed. But it's going to show us the closer angle of this. But like the bed is moved away from the wall right here, and you can see there's space right there. So why is it moved so far away from the wall?
To me, the only thing that makes sense. I mean, there's other things that could make sense, but in this case, he probably was angling the bed too.
Yeah. And keep in mind, the roommate says she heard noises in there, like stuff being set down or something. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, moving the bed frame and all that crap.
Probably. Oh, that's just a string, a black string. So Tony, I'm not real sure. I think that it's after like they removed the bedding, but I could be wrong because there's no bedding. None of the beds had headboards, no. It's cheaper to just buy the little frame thing, so I guess that's why none of them have headboards. I'm not sure. Marshall said Steppenstern's mom saying the reason that Steppenstern's moved out was because they finally said to him they could not sleep in the same bed. It looked bad. Jen was advised by many outsiders, too, that co-sleeping was not okay. Yeah, from what I heard, Stephen's parents said that they couldn't afford to keep paying rent for him to live there so he could work at Disney because it was going to take so long for him to be able to make enough money to support himself working at Disney that they just weren't going to continue it. They were going to try to do something else as far as getting him a job from what I remember. Laptop bag, possibly.
Yeah.
The bottle of Solo lotion they find in the book bag that was on the table when they open it.
Mm-hmm. Now, that's a good point about the whole co-sleeping thing. And it's like, well, if Jen was told by multiple people that it was weird, you would think that maybe she would start getting suspicious. Or maybe that's what explains that text message with the whole I have no chance, I can't chance things anymore.
Yeah. It's possible. I
Because
mean, that
people
makes
were,
sense.
yeah, like people were eventually getting more and more like, why are you allowing a 13-year-old girl to be sleeping with you and your boyfriend in bed or, close enough that age?
Right. So I'm noticing two things here. Number one, y'all kept saying that it was a twin bed in room number 4, and I was like, no, it's a full or a queen. That actually does look like a twin bed to me. So that
Mm-hmm.
makes it even worse if it is. I mean, it looks like the size of a twin bed. I could be wrong, but seeing the hair dryer and how far it is from the wall, that definitely looks like a twin bed to me. So at what point, I mean, a fucking twin bed? Like, if they're going to sleep on a twin bed, why aren't they sleeping in Maddie's room? And when did it going further into that, when did it I mean, there's no room for them to be in both in a twin bed. That doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't even like
Mm-hmm.
for my 14-year-old to be in a twin bed because I don't feel like it's big enough for her. You need room when you sleep, and you got 2 people sleeping here, one of them a grown-ass man in his boxers.
It's almost like he's gonna take the whole entire bed, and then she's, so tiny and small. What?
Yeah. Vicky said it could be a full. Maybe. It's a full okay, I thought it was a full, but okay, so maybe it is a full bed.
It's just weird still. Yeah, it's like a grown ass man with a little girl in the bed with him.
Yeah. And again, notice how far the bed is away from the corner and the wall here. Like that corner, like what the hell was going on
Mhm.
that the bed is moved that far out?
Hmm.
Foxy and Veronica said it was a pigsty, and Abella said Foxy and Veronica, the International Federation of Piggies, want a retraction and an apology. They sure do. So, yeah, it appears to be some kind of shirt, a pillow, and that book bag where he had all of his shit in it. And I don't know what that is. Some kind of clothing. I think there is still sheets on this, but it's coming off. Why is the sheet
Mhm.
coming off? Because it's like, I mean, they haven't pulled it off yet. Of course, they got a mattress cover. So that is the sheet that was on there, and I don't see anything except right there. What is that?
Probably just. Oh, I was just saying, probably all of this is just the aftermath of him trying to panically clean up the mess.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, if for one, it's suggesting that either the murder occurred in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
There's something on the mattress right here. And I mean, it could be dirt, but it's got like an orangish tint to me. He did wash it. He washed it in a hurry, yep. Carolina said because law enforcement were scanning the bed with UV lighting. They put the light at all angles. I remember you reading that from Stephenstein's Discovery, my dear. Okay, thank you. That makes sense. Okay. Because I was concerned. I was like, whoa, you can tell something happened. Thank you for that. See, that's why I like to do this with y'all, because sometimes I'll go down a rabbit hole and then y'all are like, whoa, wait a minute. Here's an explanation. And then I feel better. So that's the closet. It looks like there's just sheets up in the closet and the dresser and the things where they used to like have poles to hang stuff, but she took that out or something. Or he did. Who knows?
yeah.
Oh, look at this smoke detector. Lord have mercy. When was that last changed? 1972?
Yeah, it's an old looking one.
Mm-hmm. Like, why? Because our same world hella confusing at first. Nessa said after strangulation, the body urinates, so he may have tried to dry the bed with the hair dryer. Sorry, that's graphic. No, you're good. I mean, it's a possibility. I think
I can
after
see
thinking,
that.
yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
I think at the very least we know that her body let loose some fluids, and then it's like, yeah, it stained the sheets, and of course in his dumb panicky self he's trying to hurry up and rush everything, get with Jen, because Jen definitely involved in helping. At least like we all think she definitely was involved in the aftermath in some aspect.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, just seeing him, was start panicking, and Jen was like his
Mhm.
little. But that's the weird thing. Like Jen seems to come off as the more smarter of the two, which I believe that is true. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he did this all by himself, like the cleanup.
Okay, I will be right back.
Mhm. Yes,
Sorry.
Tony. I definitely. Oh no, I was like, well, I'll just talk to the chat.
You're good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you.
You know, it's all good. I was like agreeing with Tony. Yeah.
Yeah, Tony said I think Jim was part of the cleanup committee. You think so?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think it's definitely
She
a
just,
possibility.
she just comes off like at certain points in the interviews I've been listening over again from your channel and Jai and others. It's like she switches between being dopey and idiotic, and then like I told you before, there's times where every time I look at Jen's eyes or where she switches her personalities, it does creep me out, and I get like right now I'm getting goosebumps. Like she has something about her that's very disturbingly creepy.
Yeah, she does. I agree. So that appears to be maybe a Yu-Gi-Oh poster. I don't know. I'm judging by the hair there.
I'm looking at it right now. It's definitely anime-ish. I can't tell. See, I'm such
Mhm.
a nerd. It's like I know it's anime, but I can't tell.
I think that's a collared shirt because that's the collar right there, and
Okay,
then there's a
yeah.
buttonhole. That is
Hmm.
definitely a raspberry and cheese Danish. Those are the Danishes he referenced giving Maddie in the car, which is really sad. Oh,
But
those
she
are little.
wanted to go to. Oh, yeah. So I was gonna say, yeah, but she wanted to go to McDonald's so bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was a lie from the get-go. These are called deck boxes. Those are little chips or something, like little
Mhm.
playing chips. Oh, it's got numbers. I bet it's for that game.
Okay, okay.
Like the dice, I'm assuming. Like the nine-sided dice. Goku.
Hmm.
Thank you. Yeah, but
Yeah,
he lied. He did.
it could be
Sorry, go
Dragon
ahead.
Ball. Oh no, yeah, I said it could be Dragon Ball.
It might be. Jenny Jen said, well, it's weird. Jen says she thinks she saw her roommate cooking, but roommate Angelica never saw Jen. It's like she tried to not be seen, in my opinion. Definitely
See.
possible.
Hmm.
Martha said, my own theory is that Jen Soto comes home, her daughter and Stefan are in the shower together. It goes downhill from there. That's interesting. Maybe.
Yeah, because I know some, like I think I've mentioned, and I feel like other people are kind of thinking that maybe there is a possibility that Jen maybe could have done something to Maddie physically. Like I said yesterday, I do believe that she definitely was abusing her mentally and emotionally and psychologically and probably spiritually too. So it would not be far off that physically. But then
Mhm.
it kind of is like, but why would she all of a sudden, if she knew that the abuse was going on, now all of a sudden she decides to, physically harm her?
Yeah. It doesn't, I don't know. Something happened. Somebody snapped. She was definitely being
Mhm.
abused by Jen mentally, physically, and spiritually. Well, I don't know about physically, but
Mhm.
spiritually, possibly
Mhm.
physically. And there's
Mhm.
no reason to end it, like, when he had unfettered access to her, and it seems like she knew, especially considering that she said the abuse wasn't evil, but the murder
Right.
was.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
spiritual abuse, I don't know, like just abusing your spirit is what comes to mind to me. Like,
Yeah, that's how not. But I think I think I've said in the past, like not like religiously, but like just who the spirit of a person, who you are. Just I guess you could go into emotion too, but some people say
yeah,
spiritual. Yeah.
yeah, emotional would probably be more along the lines of what we're
Mhm.
thinking, but I know what you mean. Um, Martha said, I feel it took both Stephen and Jen to get Maddie's body out of the house and into the car undetected. They were up all night covering it up. It's definitely a possible speculation.
Right, because then I mean, no one, Jen. It's like you can't really say, "Well, she's lying and she went to sleep," but just knowing how everything was, what we think what could have been going on, I think she was probably up that almost all the whole entire night.
Yeah. Hey, NG.
Also, I was coughing for a sec.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Did you? Okay. NG said, I was thinking that maybe the sound the other tenant heard was both the demon and Jen Soto blow drying little Angel's hair after maybe somehow cleaning their murder scene up. That's a possible speculation.
Yeah, I still think that that's another theory that I think they clean her up. They clean her up, and that's when she got dressed in her clothes. We just don't know what she wore. It's the time frame between, did she wear that dress and then change to something else, or and then of course the murder happened, and or they somehow got those clothes on her not long after the murder. Yeah, it's like we just
Mm-hmm.
don't know what she was wearing in between the murder and then of course when she got changed to her those clothes they found her in.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Lord have mercy. 14-year-old
No.
and the 12 are arguing, and 12-year-old is saying, 14-year-old was saying, let me finish my sentence. And the 12-year-old was interrupting and saying, the thing is, I don't care. And I was like, y'all, they're sisters. So I was like, y'all got to stop.
Yeah.
It's just a bit
Now here,
much.
look at here now.
Hey, Cajun Juju. Yeah, all this stuffed underwear definitely broke her spirit.
Mm-hmm.
The boy gave up on all of them. He's always out in the wood building forts. He's like, there's
Yeah,
too many women in this house. Leave me alone.
that would be me. That would be me.
Yeah. That looks like that black tank top. Like maybe the strap right there, but it's rolled under.
Mm,
Jen could not remember what Maddie wore to bed that night, Boomer.
that is true. What she said she couldn't remember, but yeah.
Yeah. That kind of looks like maybe that black tank top rolled up, but I could be wrong.
It does look like one.
Let's see. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can hear him. Yes, Carolina. Jen definitely does. It's just something about how she can switch her personalities from supposedly crying and being sad to being happy and joyful. So I agree
Yeah.
with you with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Carolina has said Jen Soto gives me the heebie-jeebies more than Stephen Stearns. It's the not knowing who or what she is. We all know who or what Stephen is all about, but not Jen Soto. Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Martha said Jen seems to have underlying anger. She seems exasperated one
Mm-hmm.
moment and bored the next. She does.
Yeah. And it's like something that she can switch on a dime. So that's something that to me, I guess seeing all these true crime stuff and everything, like that's a trained quirk, I guess you could call it. That's something that you have trained yourself for years to do.
Yeah. Yep. Bad Girl said the way Jen reacted and responding during the interrogation was not normal because she already knew. Yep. Bella said, Nessa, great point. Vicky said, hey, Cajun Juju again. Vicky said, has anyone seen the interview with the friend of Steppen when the friend said that Jen Soto was freaky sexually? I think we listened to that part. But I don't remember.
It sounds familiar.
It does. I really think that that's that black tank top we saw possibly rolled up. I could be wrong, but it looks like that's the strap to it right there. So that might be what she wore to bed.
Because she never really wore. I would say she never really wore. I guess like something that young girls would wear to go to sleep. Like from what it was always described as like either a shirt, either like a big baggy shirt, and shorts. And that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Jen said.
I wonder why they blurred the Pokemon or whatever cards on the floor.
I thought that too, but I think it's the I think he's got them in those protective case covers, and the back of those are black, like the it's like
Oh.
put them in.
Because I always thought like, well, yeah, I was like, was this like actual? Was he that stupid enough to put like actual photos on those things? Which I wouldn't be surprised, but
Yeah, I would hope not, but I've seen those little card protectors before, and they do have a black background. And if you look at the ones that are facing up, it's like black behind the card. So I really think that's what it is. But the first time I saw them, I was like, why are they all redacted? And then I looked at them for a second. I was like, oh, I think that's the protective.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
And then that's his trash can. I wonder if we get a picture of that and what's in that. I don't remember if we see what's in. Oh, yeah. There we go. Just a Coke and a bottle of water. He changed the trash and then put that in there to make it look like it was normal, I bet.
Yeah. He's a freaking night owl. That trash bag would have had tons of crap in it.
Yeah. The locks on the door and the electric box. Oh, Foxy's been a member for a month. And she said, Bazard pregnancy test expert. What brand is Soto buying? I know what brand. Probably the Dollar Tree brand.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Or she makes her own DIY tendency press, and it turns out that she's not pregnant because it's fake.
You know what? I saw, I was watching, I watched shorts and stuff, and I saw there were shorts from this show. I think it's Catherine the Great, and they show her peeing on wheat stalks, and the lady's like, if you're with child, the wheat will bloom instantly, but sometimes it could take a little longer. And she comes back, she's peeing on the wheat stalks, like the stalks of wheat, and then she comes back and they bloomed, and she throws them in the fire pit, in the fire thing in her room.
It is interesting how this is my history nerd coming up, like how they did stuff like that for just really anything. But when it comes to like, well, I feel like more women historians would know that more than I do. But yeah, there are just ways where they had ways to find out if you're pregnant or not.
Yeah, that stuff's really interesting. I like history stuff too. I like ancient civilizations and things.
Same here.
All right, this is the roommate stuff. Seems normal. I don't think we'll see anything in I'll still zoom in and see what we see, but I doubt we'll see much because I don't think anything was done in these rooms.
Yeah. Oh, she got her wine bottle.
Yeah, this is the one that had all the body spray. I was like, why do we got all that body spray? My goodness.
Well, is this the one that had her son live with her too?
I don't know. I don't know which one is in which room. I'd have to go back and
Okay.
listen to the interviews. I think it might be the other one, though, judging by the
Okay.
dresser and the makeup and things. It looks like it's just her in there.
Mm-hmm.
They got blackout curtains in every room.
Mm.
She's got clothes. Oh, that's a little nightlight or air freshener thing.
Mm-hmm. Got some Oreos.
If you pee and the ants gather, you've got the sugars. That's interesting.
See, that's ancient history stuff right there.
Oh, wow. Room 2 is Natalie and her son. Okay. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
this is Natalie and her son. No, this is room number 3. Okay, so yeah, room number 2 is the other room. That's what
Okay.
got the son, because this is the one that's beside Stephen.
Mm. Got her high heels on the desk.
I think that's some kind of like probably some kind of jewelry holder or something like that. Okay. I think that picture Jen might have put there.
Hmm.
Girl, why we got pistachios all over the floor?
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
Girl, come on now.
Well, who had cats?
I think just Jen. I don't think any of the roommates did. I could be wrong though.
Because maybe the cats could have done that, you know?
Oh yeah, Jen had cats. Maybe they knocked it over. Yeah, this is room number 3. Jenny said room 2 had the bathroom included.
Okay.
NG said, yeah, I agree. Jen said it helped, if not dressed her herself, hence being adamant and snapping at the demon when they were providing their lying story to law enforcement of what she had done leaving the house. Jen dressed her. You think so?
It's a
Nessa said,
good possibility.
yeah. Nessa said Maddie may have told Stefan she was with child to stop them from drugging her, and she was happier off those meds, also to keep Stefan off of touching her. Maybe.
Yeah. But knowing how he is, he probably was like, nope, you ain't gonna stop me.
God, that's so sad to think about.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a clothes hamper. Okay. Thought it was a trash can. Well, that's even worse for all them pistachios to be there unless they fell out of the bag or something.
Mhm. I don't know what the crap that is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little ring holder, some plants, and a cup, some water. I think the next room is where we get into the jeans that I saw that were size 15 that they I mean, again, it appears they only take things that, like, they don't take all the clothes and all the things. They take certain ones. And judging by them saying that they were simultaneously executing the search warrant and they grabbed the items that were seen in the pictures of him abusing Maddie, I really think that they took stuff that she was wearing. I really do.
Yeah. That's a gut feeling I have on the same concept.
Yeah, this all seems normal to me.
her room's not that bad. I mean,
No, the
yeah.
pistachio is the only thing, and they could have fallen over.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a pin on the floor. That was about it.
Mm.
In the closet. Suitcases, blankets, shoes, a shop vac. What is that? A beach mat or a car thing?
Looks like maybe a rug, like a regular rug. Mm.
Yeah, maybe a rug. Utilities for working on the apartment, I think.
Hmm.
That's interesting. More towels and blankets.
Mm-hmm.
An eagle.
Hmm.
The high heel booty. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's where they do like probably Juan's closet.
Okay.
Like where they keep the utilities to clean the room and things. Okay, this is the one where she stays with her 9-year-old son.
Every time I think about Jen, I should say Potato. I gotta stop calling her Jen. Every time Potato says that she couldn't recognize uh Stinky's Willie, and
Mm-hmm.
then almost suggesting that it was either someone else, it annoys me because it almost sounds like she was implying the kid that was from what all we've heard of was somewhat like a friend or friendly towards Maddie. And it's like, Potato, what kind of human being are you to even like remotely reply, act like, oh, I can't tell. I don't know who's Pete. Well, weenie that is.
You got a point because this right here looks exactly like a pair of boxers that are in there that are orange and blue, and they're on her
Mm-hmm.
bed, and they're in that underwear videos. I'm pretty sure a pair of boxers that look exactly like that are in there.
Mm-hmm. That
Now
kind of
maybe they,
checkered.
yeah, they look exactly like that. Now maybe they took those to prove that it wasn't that little boy. Um, Maybe they
Mm-hmm.
got his DNA off of that to prove that it wasn't him. I mean, I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise if we're gonna go down the avenue that you were talking about. They could have went in there and got them boxers off of the bed at some point and then put them down there. But I mean, that probably doesn't
Mm-hmm.
work because they appear to be folded up there in the picture. So.
Mm-hmm. But just the idea of like trying to pin it or act like you're pinning it on someone else when it's like, okay, you idiot.
Yeah.
That's really that's low, pretty low.
Yep. That's a little bed for the mom and her son to be sleeping in. I think it's a full though, so maybe not.
She could be a small woman too.
Mm-hmm. See, there's a bunch of the boxers that were in that stuff too, right there on that hamper.
Yeah.
Those don't look like little children's boxers either.
Was he a little
That's
bit
weird.
older? I thought he was maybe a little older.
I could be wrong. I thought he was 9. I don't know. That don't look like 9-year-old boxers to me, but I don't know. Could be wrong.
Because it was said that he was either autistic or he had some special needs to some effect. That's what I kept hearing.
Yeah. That's what I remember. There's
Mm-hmm.
baseballs,
Mm-hmm.
Q-tips, something that's redacted, a game system, TV,
And
clothes.
yeah, those look boy clothes to me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 14. Okay, so that would make more sense that those boxers would be there. They look about like for a 14 or small adult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then some of his stuff, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's messed up, Jen. Try to imply that maybe it was his kid or something. Fuck you,
I hope
Jen.
not.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like she was trying to imply, oh, that's not Stinky's penis. I don't think so.
Yeah. But I was like, maybe she wasn't able to identify it because she's never been with him.
It's like, yeah, actually, now that you mention it, it's like, I don't think she ever had sex.
Right, because she said that she identified it by the things around it, and then in the next one she says that's his, but I don't know what picture they showed him. I think it could have also been she identified it by the things that were around it,
Mhm.
which would tell me that they never had sex because they never dated, because it was never about her and Steppen. It was always about
Mhm.
Steppen's access to Maddie. But
Mhm.
I pray to God that's not true. I hope
I was to
not.
say, oh, those statistics for MK Connecticut. Yeah, some boys wear boxers, but yeah, usually from my experience, I was always when I was older, like middle school, upper middle school, then high school. So I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. I don't think this is her room with the little boy because it's got the bathroom, and I don't um I didn't see two beds. I just saw the one.
Hmm.
Now that looks like the pair of jeans that's in the video.
Hmm.
But I could be wrong. But it looked like they came from there. They probably didn't. They probably came from Maddie's drawer, but that's what them jeans, I mean, that was the only jeans that I saw.
Hmm. Now the boxers that were in the hamper definitely do look like that one that was in Maddie's hamper.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm. It sure did.
That's why I keep thinking like why when she brings that's another thing that I kind of wish detectives kind of went on her was like, well, whose boxes do you think those are? And she was still kind of somewhat implying in a way like, I don't think it's his, or I don't know.
Yeah. She don't know anything ever, y'all.
Hmm.
It's like a curler and some hair on the floor and some more
Hmm.
painting.
Yeah, those boxes really do look like the ones they took in the photos.
Don't they? And
They
there's some
really
orange
do.
ones too. I swear that's a
Hmm.
pair of boxers.
Yep.
That's interesting. Let's
Yeah,
see.
you're right, Foxy.
They do. They do. Foxy
Hmm.
said Walmart cleverly sells millions of packs of the same underwear. They do.
Yeah, they do.
Donna said when Jen Soto saw the picture of Maddie and Steppen, her disgust seemed to be on Maddie. Like, how could she do that and defend Steppen? I mean,
Right.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong at all. I agree.
Yeah. No, I see your point, Donna. That's why,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, there's just something about Jen where she terrifies me a little bit more Stinky's definitely a terrifying person to young girls. But something with Matt, I mean, Potatoes, like that's someone that will kill anyone or do something to anyone.
She's more calculated, in my opinion.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
He's more instinctual kind of insanity.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She got a nice little setup.
Yeah, if I was living in Florida, I probably would get something like this. Or maybe
Mm-hmm.
something a little bit smaller, but close enough.
Yeah. Looks like there's belts and shoes and
Mm-hmm.
oh, it's a pocketbook and sunglasses. Why did Jen want Stefan to move back in, Nessa? That's a good question.
What could she possibly want with him?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Boomer said the boxers in Maddie room look exactly like ones he was wearing when stripped. These have a bigger square pattern. Okay. Okay. So hopefully those are the little boys and not his.
But I think Foxy's right. Like they look like probably like they do look like the ones you see at Walmart, and so maybe they were just buying the same stores from time to time.
Yeah. This looks like it just has some water bottles, a Chick-fil-A box, some kind of jar or something right here, and some
Mm-hmm.
bags. I don't see anything. There's a paper plate, but I don't see anything nefarious in there.
They do drink a lot of water. I thought that was interesting. Like I get, we kind of do that at my place. Whenever my family over, we'll buy those water bottles. But I have like one of those water filter cups anyway. So, but it's interesting that a lot of water bottles and all the trash cans and everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. So here's the other bathroom, her bathroom. It's a lot cleaner too than the other one. There's some hair on the floor
Yep.
there, but I think the cleanest one was the girl in room number 2.
Mm-hmm. Way better compared to Jen's, that's for sure.
Yeah. There's a bag of trash or something.
I do find it interesting in all the photos. There's trash bags in almost every room. That
Yeah.
is, I mean, I'm not surprised, but I do think it's because of this case. It's like a lot of trash bags.
Yeah. There was. That all's normal stuff. Her mirror's a lot clean than Jen's too.
For real. The shower looks nice. Well, it looks nice from the outside at least. Toilet looks
Or
better.
yeah. Orange Rose said, and why couldn't he move back there? The room was empty and he still used it all the time when he was there. He didn't have a job on Northport. It makes no sense, right?
Mm-hmm. You could have gave your daughter that room, but no.
Yeah.
Should have been downstairs in a bazaar. See, I would say personally, I did something like that, but that was like when I was an adult, and it makes maybe a little bit more sense as an adult to kind of sleep in an arrangement like that. Like I was roommating with someone, and it was somewhat like that. But like I said, I'm an adult, but it's weird for a little girl to be, or any child to be, having a sleeping arrangement like that.
Yeah, it is. It's not normal at all. Oh,
And she can never really explain it. Potato can never really explain that living situation.
no, she couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
She could not. It's interesting. It makes me think again that like it never was about her and him. It was always about his access
Yeah,
to Maddie.
it really does. That little girl was unfortunately doomed the moment her mom got in contact with this disgusting monster.
And that goes back to the I didn't start it.
Mm-hmm. It really does. When you really think about it, in the end, where were you trying to get at? Stinky.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Purple Fam. Purple Fam said Stefan is a highly manipulative predator. Predator, and he is. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's his only I'm not even giving him credit. That's just the only thing he can do. Just to say that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All of that stuff looks normal. Jewelry holder. See, this trash can's empty too. Maybe again, this is after the police have come through and they took all the trash.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know. We saw the trash out of the one bathroom in the sink, so maybe they haven't taken it yet. They were taking pictures. Fawny, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate that. That was so very sweet and supportive of you. Thank you so much. That was so sweet.
Woohoo!
Rumor said that Maddie could have that room because Jen was getting the rent anyway. Stephen Stearns could have slept with Jen. Right.
Exactly.
I mean, all these possibilities.
And I think the defense is going to ask her that. Like, they're going to hammer her. Why couldn't Maddie have that room to herself?
Right. Jen says Maddie wanted all of them to sleep together, yet she still sent her upstairs knowing her daughter would have wanted to sleep with her based off of what she said. That's why I'm saying this. Right. Another good point.
Yeah, good point, Jenny. It's an asinine explanation from her end, but good point.
Mm-hmm. So you can see that trash can's empty.
Mm-hmm.
They're going back out of her room. Oh, there's her shower. It's still really clean. There's no black mold or anything like.
Way better, yeah.
Yeah. Just 2 bags of trash. There's a tissue in there. There's something on the floor there.
Hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like hair.
There's 2 drops of something there, but it could be hair dye.
Yeah.
I really don't think there's a nickel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ali said this is before the search warrant. After the search warrant, stuff is torn up and on the beds. Okay, well, in the beginning of this, they showed Maddie's notebooks and stuff all over her bed. But if it's before the search warrant, then where is all the trash except for in the bags? Like maybe Stephen was planning on taking it out, but hadn't got to yet. But
he probably couldn't go in these rooms because those women would never allow him to go in their rooms anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they weren't in the yeah, because the 2 rooms that had the bathrooms. Yeah, they're in their rooms. So yeah, I highly doubt he would be able to go in theirs. But I can see what you're getting at. Like, well, maybe he was using an excuse to get all the trash early in the morning so he can dump stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, which criminal wise that would make sense. But I don't think he'd be able to get in those rooms. They were like, he ain't coming in here.
They would not be having it. Hey, sweet Melissa. Veronica said, I believe there must be pics of exage after the search warrant. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
They spoke about Maddie like she was an object or an extension of them, but she wasn't. She had a beautiful soul, and that's what they didn't want. Jealousy of her autonomy.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
You're right.
I agree 100%.
I feel it comes down to 2 reasons why she probably was killed. It was either she finally was standing up and getting sick and tired, or there was someone snap. Either, Stinky, obviously, or maybe Jen. But those are like my 2 reasons, I think. And I feel like the first one's probably what probably could have happened a lot more. She just was finally standing up. She was tired of it.
Yeah. Yep. It's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
There's something on the wall right here. That could have been like moving furniture, but I don't know what it was. I think they might be mixed too, before and after the search.
It kind of does look like it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been going for 3 hours and 17 minutes, so this will definitely just be a photos video. Oh, I'll listen to some more interviews tomorrow. I don't see anything there. Basil, I cannot sit here and love on you all day, boo-boo.
And he's like, nope, I am the king. I
He
expect
is.
the head. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I think that's cobwebs on the wall or something. There's something like right here and right there.
I was thinking maybe dust,
Maybe dust,
possibly.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Looks like it.
It was interesting when the photos was going down the stairs, and you just think that, you know, however he got Maddie out of that apartment, that was like, you know, her final way of
Yeah.
getting out, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's a sad thing to think about.
Mm-hmm.
And then out that door for the last time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or the window in Jen's room. As somebody said in the body cam footage. Oh.
Hmm.
Sir. Stop. Okay, fine. I'll get up. And then that's the search warrant again. "28th day of February." Oh yeah, we're still going, so I guess they're going back in Jen's room. This isn't a repeat because it should just end at the end of the file drop.
Mm-hmm.
So why are we going back into Jen's room?
They probably had a lot of suspicions in that room.
Mm-hmm. Nessa says she was twitchy that day at her birthday party. She was trying to express herself, yet no one heard. She did not want to go home, and that was Jen's instance. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I
another
get
thing I think about too. It's like, and I'm never gonna victim blame children that abuse. It's just like, man, if maybe if someone paid attention, you know,
Yeah.
and act, yeah.
There's some cookies in that toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
I wish somebody had paid attention more.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think one of the older panels, like when they were talking, oh yeah, the school counselor. I think the school counselor probably was the closest adult that she could have admitted, and she kind of did, but you know what I mean, like admitted anything was going on that was inappropriate.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like, because it doesn't sound like with her family, well, Jen's family, that she mentioned anything. Of course, they were always suspicious of Stefan, and I'll give them credit at least to that. Like, yeah, you didn't like that dude, and you were right for not liking him. But yeah, she couldn't tell her friends, of course, and then that counselor, I guess, yeah, like it's the closest thing, really.
Yeah. I was looking at Jen's purse and trying to figure out if that was what that is. I guess it's sunglasses. Yeah, it's sunglasses in a sunglass case. And then papers. I wonder
Oh,
if
she
she ever.
shops the same eyeglasses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's Zelu or Zalo. I usually shop there online. It's like all you need is their current prescription, and then you can buy like not cheap frames, but reasonably priced. You don't have to worry about paying, if you don't have insurance, like $100 for frames.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, maybe she's like being thrifty then, and like not necessarily thrifty, but like I don't know. I don't know how you got $100 worth of conditioner and shampoo in there, and you're buying all this fancy stuff without making extra money on the side, like living off of just disability, unless she's not paying her dad rent.
Mm-hmm. This is where I always think that they were very similar. That's why they linked up so easily. I think it was like she was able to get money easily, but then was wasting it on stupid stuff. But then she'll be somewhat conservative for a few things. Like clearly, Stinky was conservative when he wanted his own little stupid stuff, but then he'll waste money on other things that he didn't care about.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's where I think with Potato, it was like she probably just got a lot of stuff in her life with money from her family, and then even as an adult, but then she'll be conservative for a few things here and there.
Yeah. She's got a Stitch figurine, and I think that's makeup. There's a a credit card or debit card.
Mm.
We've seen most of these. There's it says NK, so I'm assuming it's a iPad or whatever. No,
Mm-hmm.
is it a laptop?
It looks like a laptop, maybe like a small size one.
Okay. Mercedes says, that's awesome. I love when there's legit help, especially women helping to build up other women. There is so much division in the world. Why add to it? I agree.
True.
Vicky said, Jen Soto spent money on herself, yet her daughter had to wear Crocs. That's so wrong. Hopefully she had other shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crocs are expensive. I wear the daggum Walmart Crocs. I'll be honest with you. I do have DCs though. I like DCs. They're like not as expensive as Nikes. I would like to have a pair of Etnies. They're more expensive. I'll have one day. Some black and pink Etnies. One day. Yeah, that's the hair ties. We looked into all this stuff. I don't see anything weird on the pillows. That's what I was looking at. I don't see anything on the bed there.
Jen definitely, well, Potato was definitely a snacker. I'll give her that.
Yeah, y'all said that they both had them stomach surgeries. I can see why.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Hallmark cards, a wallet, some tape. I think that's an umbrella. That's a prescription bottle or medicine bottle that they've got covered up. There's tape measure. It's not a tape measure, but it's like a measure. I use them for sewing. I don't know what they're called. And then electronics and things, and they've blocked out the cards. So what is this? It says Easy Store, WD. Does anybody know?
Could be what I'm brain farting. Maybe for like a flash drive related or internal drive storage, maybe. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
It could be, yeah, something like external. Yeah, is it external storage? Because I'm gonna look to get some more like flash drives and larger like storage for my laptop and phone.
Let's see. Yeah, I need some for my phone so I can do these videos that I need to get out. My phone, I got a different phone, and yeah, it's portable storage up to 6 terabytes.
That's interesting. That's a lot.
And that looks like the one that she has, $105 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Might be that one.
It's a lot of storage, Jen. What do you need those for?
Right. Dang, that's interesting. I wonder what's on it. I wonder what they found on it. Hold on, I'll pull it back up.
Because it was funny. I just recently saw the third part of Gersh's video, and it was like it took her minutes just to find a photo of a current photo of Maddie.
Yep. Several minutes.
And it's like,
Wait.
well, when yeah, it's like you have all this storage electronic stuff when you have like an instant photo.
Right. That's that down comforter we saw pictures of. Damn chair. What's over here? That's our computer desk. She's got papers under there. Oh, no, that's that notebook that's on there where she's got a bunch of papers. We already zoomed into all that stuff. That's a blanket. Oh, a Tommy Hilfiger box. Okay. And then that's the
Another
HP
laptop.
projection. So it's another laptop.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's two laptops. Okay.
And extra storage. I wonder if they found them in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that tripod.
It was like tripod after tripod after tripod in the house. I mean, I get with the roommates, they probably might have some, but it was just specifically with the whole situation. It's like that's a lot of tripods.
It is. There's the one in her room and then the one in Maddie's room. And I mean, again, I try to be, look at things from all angles. I know that the friend said she made little YouTube videos, but like I make YouTube videos as a content creator and I don't even have a tripod. I had a phone holder thing, but it broke. I damn sure wouldn't have two tripods and not like that. Like I'd have a little one.
Well, even then, I would be like, yeah, maybe she'd like to vlog, and I get it, but it's like the circumstances that are going on, and that in this case is like, I would be sus too. Like, why do you have all these tripods when we know what was going on to your daughter?
Yeah. So it's definitely suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. MK Connecticut said how many tripods does one household need?
For real.
And then there it is up close. Looks like it holds a camera. I've never understood. I don't know. I guess you can put your phone in there somehow.
Some of them you can do that. Or you could put like what it's kind of like GoPros a little bit. You can put them on. Or of course a camera or digital camera. But yeah, it's just why do you have so many of them?
Yeah. And that's like an expensive one. You can see how far it extends. Like it's got 3 things that extend. Like that thing would stand adult height. And I bet he used it.
Oh yeah, he did.
Unfortunately.
He very much did.
Foxy said if you don't condense and erase, you have to keep the whole thing basically unless you manually put HDs and they get messed up if stored wrong. Kalisa said it's pretty common for kids to have tripods for their phones. At least my kids' friends all do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think it is normal per se, but then of course when you think about the case, it's like it is sus, like filming material related items.
Yeah, I can guarantee. I mean, I can almost guarantee that he used that. Unfortunately.
And he had been doing this, but see, I guess the question when the trial happens, I'm assuming they go over a lot of the material when it relates to Maddie at least. Was he doing the filming when no one was there, or just him and her, or when it was? Well, actually, okay, I take that back. He definitely was doing it when they were together, living together, when they had that apartment with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing when it was this moment when Juan was allowing them to stay at this townhouse, like how was he able to film all this stuff unless no one was there except him and Maddie?
Well, somebody did the dates and said that Juan moved out and then the Madeline abuse started that was actually documented.
Mm-hmm.
So it was after Juan moved out. But he supposedly abused her in room number 4 and in her room from what I've seen so far. I did try to see if it said
Mhm.
anything about Jen's room, and I didn't see anything. But Jen's always home, so when was he abusing her?
That well, see, then that kind of goes with the idea that well, Jenny or if she did not know that was going on, okay, maybe. But it also goes to the fact, well, maybe he might have known because how can he? I can't see someone abusing someone. It's such a tight little space like that, and it's always like the same 2 rooms, and you have other people living there too. There's like almost no way he could have would have got caught eventually. I think, but I mean, then
Right.
again, look how long for everything to come out. Unfortunately,
Yeah. I wanted to show y'all that's that drawer where all them rags were right there,
Mm.
them white rags.
Because it's like that. Where was I saw that video where that woman? I think I know who I'm thinking of. She was like she investigated sexual predators, and she was saying like this is like his main thing, and it's like an exception. And I'm like, he's gonna have to make a mistake eventually if
Yeah.
there's other people living there.
Yep. That spaghetti strap shirt, so that's that shirt. It's not that.
Mhm.
That's not what was on the bed. That's gotta be what she wore to bed that night, but that would mean that she was dressed in there,
Mhm.
unless it was I mean, then again, Stephen was doing laundry all morning that morning, so he had to have probably washed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened in a small apartment, a small location during lockdown, said Nessa. I mean, and Jim was there during lockdown, so how do you not know?
Yep. Yep.
Veronica, oh, we're talking to a Bellis. Talking to a Bellis. Jenny Jen said that Jen said she was always home. It was with the 3 of them. It was always the 3 of them. Even on phone calls, she was with both of them. So how didn't she see anything? Right.
Right. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. Like, and I'm not trying to crucify an innocent woman, but you got to make it make sense, boo boo. I mean, it
Well,
doesn't. It's,
exactly. Like even let's real like everyone knows, we'll just give her a little bit of a benefit of doubt, like a tiny little germ of a little bit of a tiny of doubt. But it's like I just can't see myself living in a very small building, and if it was just the 3 of us most of the time, how did I not know he was doing this? Because it's like I said, it's an obsession with these motherfuckers. Excuse my language, but they can't stop themselves. And then this, he had this much access. He's gonna make a mistake unless she knew.
yeah. Yep. Yep.
I mean, yeah, she still gets the dumb, stupid, derivative immunity. I just
Where
don't. I don't. Mm.
where she admits to nothing. Hold on a minute.
Really,
I'm
yeah. And when I think about it in that interview, it was like, no, I don't know.
right. I thought I saw a phone in a pink case. Oh no, I guess that's the band of the underwear. Okay.
Mhm.
Lori said, and why did Jen not tell police Stephen Stearns done a washing even after she seen the pics? Right.
Well, Jen, I wonder why.
Hey, CR or Krista 23. Krista said, I think Jen was the lookout. Probably.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't make it make sense that she didn't know Purple Fam.
It really doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
That long. I know this. It's just I can't see that. Maybe it was like he was slowly initially doing certain things in her earlier years. Yeah, that makes sense. She's like unfortunately a little girl, but when she got older and not noticing that he's always around her, because it sounds like he really was never really touchy feely with her anyway. Jen, I keep calling her Jen. Potato. So it's
You're
like,
good.
but yeah, he's always near your daughter. He's always wants to be near. He's always talking with her. He doesn't want to hang out with
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Yeah,
See,
it's
and
just
then
it's
there's a
mm,
bunch of clothes in here, but
mhm,
they didn't take all of them. I think because they're looking for the specific ones that she was abused in, which would
yeah,
mean she was abused in that black tank top that was on the floor, and that Stefan did abuse her that night.
yeah,
And maybe she went too far.
yeah. I think he did. Yeah, I think that was the last thing he did, and then something happened.
Yeah.
Exactly, Nessa. Hmm.
Yep. Because, like, that shirt's not in there. They took that stuff for a specific reason, including
Hmm.
Jen's feminine garments. There's a reason.
And when I heard that, I'm like, oh god, I think I probably know what was going on with that too. The Victoria's Secret stuff and everything. Like, knowing
Yeah.
how these guys are, yeah, yeah, it's not that hard to picture what would be needed for that.
I'm gonna take it. Hold on. I'm gonna keep. I won't be able to see your comments for a second, but that thing's gonna come up. Dang, I don't have a. Okay, hopefully that'll work. If it's not a picture of the
The
picture, I'll move it. Okay.
okay. Oh, I thought you meant like the underwear.
No, well, I mean, I done showed that. No, I'm talking about the picture
Mhm.
she drew.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's them pants. I think it's
I kind
coming
of
up.
wish someone found that picture too. At least, well, if Jen found it, she wouldn't give a crap anyway. Maybe she'd be worried. Oh, don't you show this to nobody? But oh, man, I kind of wish, yeah, someone saw that. So at least they'd be like, "What is this? What's going on, Maddie?"
Yeah, me too. I don't see anything there. There's blankets.
Hmm.
Looked like there was a big stitch in that chair too, right there.
Yeah. This is very depressing seeing this stuff.
It
It
is.
really is. Like Pikachu and her stuffies.
Yeah. She's got a headboard, but she never slept there.
No.
Mm. And she's got all these clothes. To be sure, she didn't wear the same thing to school every single day.
Hmm.
Like, you can't make me believe that. What is that? Oh, a pocketbook, I guess.
Mm.
Brand new clothes.
Mm.
Oh, crap. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going to have to go.
Yeah, about 5:10. Yeah, this is
Yeah, I'm going to have to go.
yeah, almost 4 hours.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. Lori said, "Why did Jen lie in the early interview about Stephen Stearns resetting his phone?" She said that crap, but later she said that's effing suspicious. She's smart. She's the smart ass out of the two of them. I think
Right.
so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let me write
This
down
is-
what picture we're on, and we'll continue going over the pictures tomorrow. There. I don't think there's many more left in this file, and
Mhm.
we'll listen to some more audios.
But yeah, I mean, I agree. It's scary to think that out of the two of them, she's definitely way more intelligent, and it shows it in all the different interviews. Well, at least the visual interviews and maybe the audios. Yeah, I would say the audio too, because her voice changes. From the I don't know, and then it's like, oh yeah, yeah, and
Yep.
it's like, yeah, actually, yeah, I'll keep saying it's just something about her that really creeps me out, and I would not want to be by myself with her in a room. That's for sure.
I would. I'd probably beat the crap out of her.
Oh yeah, yeah. I feel like, yeah, she's definitely the type that get her ass whooped, but she also seems like the conniving and trying to manipulate people type of person too. So Like if she, I mean, I hope she goes to female prison, and I have my fingers crossed it will happen. And I don't know what's gonna happen to her in there. She probably might get a good time there, but she still could be that type of person where um she can probably get influence in one way or another.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, she comes off as a chameleon, like way more than Stinky. Stinky, he is a degree of chameleon, but
Oh,
Potato really to me comes off as like a serial killer chameleon almost.
mhm.
She really does has that personality and just the way she acts.
Yeah, to blend in with whoever she's around and to become what they want her to be so she can be appealing to them as a friend or whatever. Yeah.
And that's yeah, and if she does go to prison, I mean, I think she'll get some shit happen to her, but yeah, I feel like she's the type that would chameleon her way around the prison society, that life.
Yep. Yep.
And it just I guess does come down to if she does get charged and found guilty, like how long she'd be in there. Because if she gets out, I mean, God forbid, she gets
Yeah.
out, society definitely got to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, I can't understand why she's not charged with anything, neglect or nothing.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
why?
Hmm. So we'll wait and see. I mean, the CSAM is coming, hopefully not too long, and this year at least. And then I don't know with the death penalty case, that could be maybe another year or two.
Yeah, it's scheduled for September, and the CSAM, there's going to be a hearing in April. I think it's set to start in May.
Mhm.
And then the homicide is set for September. I think they asked for longer, but the judge was like, no, because the lawyer was like, I had a death penalty case or couple or something already. And I think the judge said no, but they're probably trying to get it continued, if I had to
Right.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get it. It's just let's just hurry up and get to at the very least the CSAM, and then excuse me. Once we go through that, and it's going to be an ugly process, of course, especially for the jury. But once we go through that, he's found guilty on that. Then it's just the long process when it comes to the death penalty case.
Yeah.
But other than that, I thank you again for allowing me to pop up, and appreciate that as always.
Oh yeah, of course. I appreciate you coming up and speculating with me. And I really enjoyed looking through these photos with y'all and just being nosy and not looking like a crazy person.
No, like once we're amateur sleuths, and this case in particular is like a lot of people. It's I feel like every unfortunate generation era, there's a case that helps people look and try to see what exactly happened and try to find the truth, and get the justice for the victims. And
Yeah,
this is one
absolutely.
this is one of them cases, that's for sure.
Yep. Pamela said any speculation on why Stephen Stearns just won't say he's guilty. I don't. Number one, because he thinks he can get out of it. He thinks if he can
Hmm.
make the jury believe that he didn't do this, he thinks he'll be able to go home. And
Hmm.
number two, he's not going to admit what he did. He's too much of a narcissist, in my opinion, to admit what he did.
Yep. Too afraid to admit that he's a pedophile, but yet and child killer. But yeah, anything else he'll admit. Yeah, I'm this and that.
Yep. Thank you, Dessa. Dessa said this was a great collaboration between me and you. Like, you coming up and talking
as,
about.
as usual.
I really appreciate it.
Oh, of course. But I'll get ready to head off. But like I said, really appreciate it, and you and everyone else just have a blessed day. Enjoy yourself with your families, and just all be safe. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for coming up. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. If yeah, I'll try to. If I can't catch up tomorrow's show, I'll catch up sometime this week and just go do the usual thing.
Okay. Awesome. You be safe out there too, dude.
I shall. All right. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye. thank you guys for all hanging out with us today. I really appreciate it. We will continue to go over these pictures. I don't think there's a lot more left in that file. The other ones we've pretty much seen. We will do some more audios tomorrow too that we haven't gone over yet. I've already got them on my computer ready to go. I really did not realize what time it was and how long we had been speculating over these pictures. So I really appreciate it. I appreciate you, Bowser, for coming up. I appreciate our lovely speculating family for being here. Thank you to all the mods. You always do a wonderful job. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out. Y'all stay safe out there. And I love y'all. And make sure you tell your kids you love them and hug your fur babies. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Listen up, I gotta tell you, there is something you should know.